All right, guys, welcome back to the Imaxit slash Imaxit YouTube channels. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. And if you're an avid member of the channel, keep on doing that great work by sharing the contents far and wide. We truly and really appreciate it. So obviously, today, as what I've realized, it's actually a holiday. So hopefully, you guys are having a wonderful time inside Jamaica. What we're going to be doing, we're going to be talking about the EPL and then intertwined it with the Jamaicans abroad, a show that we have running for the longest time since we started Jamaica content. We pretty much made this series, so this is something that we always naturally come with every single week. And at the same time, we will still have some football, schoolboy football involved, and ask you guys a few questions in and around that same schoolboy football, because schoolboy football has been a success so far. So definitely we want to really ask you guys that question: how can the Jamaica Reggae Boyz replicate, and the JFF replicate, the same success as the schoolboy football going forward? All right, because I think maybe that's the thing Jamaica football on a whole been missing. It's actually the schoolboy football feeling. We are going to try and chop it up the best proper way, the best way going forward. So just let me chop it up. All right. So let me get to the personals inside the chat. All right. Yes. Make sure to smash that like button, share the video around, so at least we can get enough people to like it. And if you're new to the channel, yes, make sure this video is the video that gets us past 2,300 subscribers and keep on running. All right. Make sure when you're rewatching the video, leave your thoughts in the comment section, and remember to just touch that red button and get us up there with the subscription. All right, yes, it's really needed. All right, Maislin check in very early. All right, love that. Looking forward for another great one. Thanks very much, Big Boss. Hope all is well with you and the family. I can't wait to see LB regain his confidence, Leverkusen like. All right, then we have properties for sale in JA. Bless up. Thanks for being here. Ronald Leg, big up yourself. And then we have Sean Base, Suriname in the building. All right, Ballon d'Or going on. Well, it is what it is. I have to do the show at this time. I don't have any other time to get the show done. So this is the day it's going to be done, sir. So watch your Ballon d'Or and then you return back. We have a 2-hour program and we have to do our thing just the same. I don't think Jamaican crowd really cares much about Ballon d'Or or anything else aside from Jamaican videos, to be honest. All right. JT Vivo, massive respect. Thanks for being here. Hope all is well with you and the family. What we're gonna do, we're gonna move over to the detailing screen to make sure we can get the necessary information on the screen, like what took place, and then we will move on to the information that we want to present to you. All right. Yes, man. Island Car, big up. Thanks for being here. Massive respect as well. Yeah. So, anyways, we had some Reggae Boyz teams featured throughout the entire week for the Premier League. All right. So, as you can see here, Aston Villa defeated Aston Villa lost to Chelsea 2-0. To be honest, this was a good game because I watched the entire game. All right, the entire game I've watched. All right, yes, and I want to say that Aston Villa they weren't the worst in this game, because we had already expected that that they are going to lose this game. This was already set in stool. Pretty much set. It was already set, so we expected them to lose this game. But the attitude that they came out with, I was actually happy to see it. I like what I saw from Aston Villa. To be honest, I know some people would say that Gerrard is terrible and they are not playing in the ball. They did pressure City for a Chelsea for a good while. They did pressure them for a good while, you know. The good difference with Chelsea was definitely stuck in by their game plan, staying organized, and when an opportunity presents itself, they did create something out of it. In the same game, Leon Bailey hit the actual bar. Yes, it was a bar, but he was jumping back way, right, and then he nudged it, so he never got that extra power on it, but it still hit the bar nonetheless. All right? And I knew people would have called me and told me, and I got the call that Liam Bailey did this and did that. So, but I was watching the game, so I saw it for myself. So we're going to start with Aston Villa and Liam Bailey first, then we move on from that. All right? Yes. Yeah, but sometimes we have to make sure we give you the information, like for the entire team, so you can get it. All right, so it's not like Aston Villa was terrible. All right, as you can see here, on the statistic sheet, Aston Villa had 8 shots comparable to 8 for Chelsea. All right, 7 shots on target comparable to 4. And the possession side, which is very much important, 59 to 41%. All right, and obviously Chelsea would complete more passes out of that, and passing accuracy was a little bit better on 85 comparable to the 80 from Aston Villa. So it was not the worst game to watch in my estimation. Obviously, that 8 shot there might let it seem like Aston Villa had a stronger hold over the game. They never had a stronger hold over the game, because every single time Chelsea did broke through the midfield, they were pretty much in acres of space. So I still believe that the midfield for Aston Villa and the defense line need to still get its mojo going. But at the same time, they did put on a good display in my estimation still. So let me know what say you guys on that. All right. Yes. So let me go through the comment. All right. So Magee said Liverpool. All right. So Demo, him can't even wait till Liverpool time. Just saying, because your boy is there in the top 10. I will check it. I will check it after. I will check it after, Big Boss. No problem. Yeah, big up Demo, man. Massive respect and thanks for being here, Big Boss. All right. Then we have Jason, just a check-in. Big up Triple E in the building. All right, Triple E. Big up. All right. Thanks for being here. All right. Massive respect. All right. Yeah, man. So let me try and get to the individual information on Liam Bailey, so we can give it to you. All right, and then you can give me what you thought about him. All right. Yes, because I'm seeing something from Liam Bailey, to be honest, and I like some things, but some things you still have to question. No, here and there, to be honest, you still have to question, because it's not everything fitted for every team. You understand me? And you have to look at the situation that the team is in at this point. All right. Yes. So I want you to give me a rating on what you believe that Liam Bailey did in the first game. In the Chelsea game, and how he looked to you. All right, because on attack, I thought that he create good enough for me. He thought that he created good enough for me, and he got into the box to try and get something out of nothing, pretty much in that game. All right, so he did produce the attacking threat for me in that game. So I really liked that side of his game in the match, and I like this because that's what I said to you. Every single time Aston Villa will be playing a bigger team, you will get Liam Bailey looking like a better player than what you saw him in the more closer matchups then, because that's what I figured out with Aston Villa's game. Because once it's a closer battle like a Leeds or a Southampton, he's not going to be the same player because you don't have any space. Well, Chelsea will not give Liam Bailey that amount of respect, like and Aston Villa in general. So they're going to give you that extra step for you to take and create what you want to out of that one. You understand me? And that's what I saw in that game. You get me? He had more space, because I said it from before, and I said it from before that he will do better. He will do better because he will get space. And to me, he did much better than the previous games that we saw the other day. He did much better and I actually like it. I actually like what I saw. I saw from him. You get me? I actually like it. So I don't know about others. Let me know in the comment section. Jason said Bailey 6.8 for me actually was playing well. All right. So Jason actually likes his performance there. Yes, I liked it. I still believe that it's not every system do fits him, you know? Because I'm struggling to see how he's going to have a good season if he cannot thrive under a close combat with the same capable teams as his team, because I'm yet to see him turning up in a game where Aston Villa playing West Ham Aston Villa playing Southampton, Aston Villa playing Leeds. Those are the games that I think he needs to turn up in, because he should have that ability to shine in those games. But I'm not seeing it, so I don't know if it's a team's fault to be a bit too cagey when it comes down to. I don't know if it's a team's fault to be a bit cagey when it comes down to playing with your equals, like people closer to your same level. All right, that's what I'm trying to say. So that is my only problem I do have here when in terms of Liam Bailey. I'm still waiting for him to turn up in one of those games, but kudos to him. He turns up in this one, and I'm grateful, because sometimes I don't like to see him struggling in other games. You know, yeah. So that's my take on it. Still, I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comment section. Triple E said he looked good yesterday. I'm optimistic for him to only get better from here out. All right. So what I want you guys to do, keep an eye on the games that you know they are closer to the same level as Aston Villa, and see how he performs different from the games that he will get the space in. So the better teams that he will get the space in, where I know he's gonna do good, because once he has space, he will eventually do good, in my estimation. If you get what I'm saying, that's the point I'm trying to come off with. So this was a good game for him. I'm trying to get the stats up to show you, and then we move on from there. All right. So as they come in, remember, guys, once you just come in the conversation, you have to smash the like button. All right. Yes, because that's what helped the video. All right, unless you want the video stay on 0 and then we do 20 minutes and leave. All right, yes, because that's what you have to do in order for the thing to get updated. All right, yes, and I don't like to stop the conversation to be telling you to hit the like button. JD, you are saying that when Bailey play bigger team, he played good. When Villa play the same level team, he struggle. Yes, but I'm asking, oh, is it like that? There, but not just Bailey. The entire team played better when they're playing bigger teams. So is it that when the expectations is not really high, you just go out there and play freelance? We have to ask that question, because that's what we're seeing over and over. Manchester City, they played good in the Manchester City game to some extent, all right? Not comparable to Manchester City, but better than what others expected. They played Chelsea, they looked good to some extent. They played Arsenal, they looked good to some extent. But realize, just look into those games and realize if it's not the games that they got the most space in. So is it that Aston Villa can just only play when the next team don't respect them? No, that's what we have to truly ask. Is it that they just can only play with teams that don't respect them and they get more space? So we need to start, because that simple statement, might just hold them back from actually doing anything in the Premier League and maybe getting relegated. Because if they can't pull it off in those games, because those are the games that you should be turning up for. You understand me? The games that's with your peers in and around you, or else you're going to have serious problems, in my estimation. Yes. I am clueless as to what is going on with him. Don't know. I am watching at times, to be honest. Consistent. It's consistently lacking. My baller still. Okay, all right. Bailey is dangerous in transition when his team have more of the ball. He's not as dangerous, it seems. Okay. But you're seeing the similar thing that I'm talking about with Aston Villa in a whole. I don't want to say it's Bailey's problem, because I've realized that with Aston Villa, period. All right. So I wanted to just ask that question there. All right. Don't know who I am watching at times. Okay. Teams who sit back, Villa have a greater challenge to breaking them. That's a fact. Top 6 teams will not sit back, so he can have more space to create. Okay, but it's not just him alone, Hamilton. It's also his entire team. It seems like they do struggle with teams closer to their level. Yeah, but once it's a Chelsea and nobody respect them and they give them free space, they seems to look like a better team. But you have to create ways, Hamilton. The reason why Manchester City is so good, it's because they create ways. Did you know that Liverpool is still lacking in breaking down teams at sit backs? So you have to figure out ways. If you want to play a certain style, you have to get those players in. So that simply means, Aston Villa maybe need more creator then, all right? More creator that can pull teams apart, because it's definitely not looking good. But tell you what, we still want to end on a good note. Leon Bailey, he puts in a good shift for the time that he spent. Remember, he was coming off an injury. So that in itself, you have to respect what he did coming off an injury. All right. Yes. Okay, I get what you're saying now. Yes, yes, man. Remember, we don't just do videos and what happened yesterday. We do video and continuity. So we knew what happened in three, 4, 5, 6 matches. You understand me? So we have to connect everything. All right. Yes. Coaching, maybe. All right. So coaching. All right. Aston Villa will make an ambitious attempt to convince Pochettino to step back into management as Steve Gerrard enters the most critical week of his year in charge. Okay, fair enough. Yes, I said Liverpool lacking in and breaking down teams that sits compact. So it's a lot of team don't have that ability. Yes, yes, it is Liverpool. And Demo, if you tell me anything otherwise, you are not watching your own team. Most of the teams, them that what Klopp said over and over, what Klopp said about Burnley, why he can't stand watching Burnley, stand playing against Burnley. Go and listen to all of your post matches then, because it looks like me I listen to your coach a little bit more. That's the myth. Okay, so that means you're telling me Jurgen Klopp a liar then. Yes, that is the downfall of the team. Even with Coutinho and Buendia as creative players, they have to work on that. Yes. Then we have Brian Burke in the building. Big up. Leon put in the work yesterday. We are trying to get up the full thing, but true, we are trying to get to the Liverpool part, Liverpool City. Yeah, Demo steamy out him a war, Him said that's a myth. Demo, we never criticize Liverpool, but it's not everything Liverpool can do. The reason why Liverpool never pick up much points in the whole league so far is what, Demo? No, it is actually accurate, because they did a statistics when teams sitting back against Liverpool and then counter, they have a better way out to beat them. As in Liverpool losing the game, and that's exactly what stark in Liverpool this season. So when you're saying it's a myth, Demo, it cannot be a myth when they are not performing against team that sits back, team that believes that yes, we're equal, or we're not afraid of you. They tend to have better place to create. And then you can have Trent Alexander when he's playing, and Salah having much more space to run at you. Salah is not as effective when he's not running at you. If he's not running at you and you're in a low block here, where the space will be. So Demo just trying to super hype up him team, you get a good win, Demo. But the truth is the truth. A team that sits back keep on giving Jurgen Klopp problem. But maybe you have a better way to explain it. Because I wasn't disrespecting your team. I was not disrespecting your team. I'm just trying to say that if Aston Villa has this problem, a lot of team has this problem. So it might come with the system that they do have. All right? Yes. All right. JD, I agree with your analysis of Villa. All right. Klopp just says things for saying things. All right. I'm gonna have to add one demon. I have to produce information to show him the facts, because when I come with information to show him, he can't war with me, no money, no success for Liverpool. No man, you can't say that. Big up jobless. Stam Savinier, boss. Massive respect. No team sat back against us this season, boss. Everyone attack us except no. Bournemouth never attack you. Fulham never attack you full, because if you have your back four in line, Demo, there is no way you're attacking in full. You know what I meant. Look, what is City doing? Liverpool. City literally putting everybody forward. You have sent fullbacks upon the halfway line. That a lie? Everyone, the entire world saw it when fullbacks is actually on the halfway line. That is showing no respect to Liverpool players. Manchester United sat back. Manchester United sat back on sat back demo. That's why you had deep creative of Christian Eriksen passing that long range ball there to unlock the defense so Anthony could have slot in. All right. So no, it wasn't Anthony. Anthony was not there. But Marshall and those, not Marshall, Rashford. Remember, it was Rashford doing all the damage the entire day. Remember, you come like demon not remembering what going on. What Fulham basically set the league alight by attacking, boss. No. You're not listening, Demo. I'm saying City attack with 11 players. Oh yeah, but you're counting how much setback. All right, then four players. Anytime Liverpool have four defenders always sitting back, like those teams, they tend to have problems, and that's what happened for the entire season. But I'm trying to say to you, when look, Manchester United didn't play Liverpool, remember, they pretty much defended, Yeah, they pretty much defended and get the better of you playing a defensive system. That's what I'm trying to say, Demo. So and to be honest, even though Liverpool had their chances, you never felt like Liverpool was actually going to win that game. You never felt like Liverpool in the game to win that game against Manchester United. The Manchester United kill off their entire vibes by the way they do play because they can't get any space in behind to play. Yeah, that's all I was trying to say, on the terms of Leon Bailey and Aston Villa, and then Dima take it gone. We are Liverpool, full time Liverpool, But still, Liverpool does not have a good midfield to pass the ball to the final third. No, man, Liverpool not rely so much on their midfield. The other day with City, they had to rely on the midfield because they never had Trent to do his thing. And I thought that Robertson, whatever his name is, he did create from his side. So I thought that his creative ability is underrated, because true, you always hear people talking about Trent Alexander-Arnold. You believe that he's the only one exists, but you have others that are good players. All right. All right. He said I'm wrong. All right. No problem. Congo, no problem. I will bring the facts with Liverpool system, all of the games that they have played. All right, but Demo thinks that he is right and everyone else is wrong because it's his team and nobody else can know nothing about him team. All right, no problem. Anyways, we continue. So that's Leon Bailey. We're trying to get the stats for the one game here, but I don't know why the system keep giving me that little error there, sticking a little while to load. All right. We will get back to that Liam Bailey conversation, all right? But it was a good display so far for Aston Villa, and Aston Villa need to figure a way how to get it back. You repeat the same process in a smaller game. All right, you repeat the same attitude in a smaller game. You have the facts. I am wrong. No problem. JD, so why Pep allow Salah space? Because I've watched a clip where he's outlining to his team the spaces that Salah and Mane runs into, which makes Liverpool dangerous. Yes, but the problem is, Boss Thomas, City don't fear Liverpool. So they are going to win the game. So they have to go out and play their game. And by playing their game, they cancel out their game. Smaller teams try to cancel out the players of Liverpool. That's different. But City trying to make sure they can possess the ball. It's only one football on a football pitch. So if you have the ball and you are doing your thing, Liverpool can't do theirs. And that is the way City try to play Liverpool every single time. Sometimes it works, and when it works, they're completely dominant, because if you can't get in the ball, they can't do nothing. You understand me? Yes, but I'm going to get to that. Newcastle, I'm going to go through these games much more faster because they don't have any Jamaican players on it. All right, Newcastle, Manchester United. Manchester United, they're just active. They're a team in transition, trying their best to find a right form. Some people might say they don't have a striker, so that's why they do have that set of problems. Yes, and Newcastle at this point is a team on the rise. They're on the rise to do big things. This was not one of their best display, to be honest. But likewise with Manchester United. Manchester United was just huffing and puffing in and around the 18-yard box, not inside the 18-yard box at all. In and around the 18-yard box for the entire game. All right, yes. But I think they are going to get it in the end. Maybe it might cost them a few more matches, but I think they will get it in the end, in my estimation still. All right, yes. So that's the whole assessment of Manchester United Newcastle. I think nobody can say anything different. It was a game that I just said, okay, that's just 90 minutes that pass, and they will be better in the next game. And I think Newcastle the same. All right, with more time. Both of these teams are trying to go where City sits at right now, and Arsenal sits at right now. That's their target. But obviously, it might take a little bit more for them to reach there. All right. And then we have Leeds, Arsenal. This is a seriously troubled game. This let me question if Arsenal is a true title contender this year. Yes, because a lot of people don't rate Leeds. And I can tell you, I don't understand how on planet Earth Arsenal come out of this game winning it. Arsenal could have picked up 4-5-1 in this game. 4-5-1. And even Arsenal fans, because I watched this game detail by detail. The second half, my goodness, I don't know where Leeds found that energy from. But Leeds tracked down Arsenal. They might have won maybe 600 balls off Arsenal for the entire second half only. Arsenal struggled to even. Arsenal is a passing team, and Leeds don't give them a sniff. They just that's how teams that don't like smaller teams, because I would consider Leeds as a smaller team than Arsenal, but they showed no fear in the second half, and they ran them down, took the ball off them every single time. So maybe that's the only problem. Even though Arsenal left with the 3 points, but with better players, better strikers, and a team that can deal with Arsenal like this, they will never get 3 points. Because Patrick Bamford was pretty much, he was pressing high, good pressing, but come on, man, it looked like Patrick Bamford might just be a one-season wonder or something, because you can't get so much opportunity, free opportunity, a free penalty, and you kick it away. If they had scored that, I don't think Arsenal would have won that game, because Arsenal never looked like they were ready for what Leeds had to give to them in the second half. It was a dominant display from Leeds. Let me know what say you guys. So, because that's the only thing. Because remember, I like the Arsenal team, but based on what I saw in the second half, what say you? Because Arsenal look like they never knew what to do. You get me? I know it's at 3 points. That is good. But we cannot act like we never saw the second half. Javi says every week a different excuse when I give Arsenal credit. Are you listening to the words coming out of my mouth? Me not understand what you talk about. I'm talking about I've given Arsenal the credit for the win. But you don't watch my videos, them. Are you just talking about what others says? Me not give Arsenal a bagger hype. Me I one of the man who hype up Arsenal, or you don't listen to my shows. You can't listen to my show, but I can't tell a lie. I can't tell a lie. All right, I can't tell a lie. All right. So in the total game, all right, let me go here. Let me go here because sometimes you're talking to these people and it's like you waste your time to watch the games them, come to assess the games them, because people are too sentimental. We cannot talk about football. Guys, we have to learn to talk about football. The truth is the truth. All right. The second half of the game. Let me pull up Leeds. The second half of the game, let me get Arsenal up here. The second half of the game was one-sided. I have to ask the necessary question. Is it that they went into Europe and they're tired? We have to ask that question because it's a long season. No, I don't come here. I don't come here and try to fight down no team. I come here and look at what I saw in the game and give you what's on the paper. So if I think that's a logical question to ask. And say, because I said that is the only thing I'm kind of in fear of. If for some smaller team like the Crystal Palace and the Leeds, when they try to press Arsenal, it seems like they don't have any answer. So all I'm just trying to ask you, Javi, what is the answer? Where you think that answer will come from? Because that is coming from the smaller teams. You have more smaller teams in the league than bigger teams. So when you have a problem with a bigger team, at least it's just maximum 6 or 3 points. You understand me? That's what we're trying to say. We never trying to bring down Arsenal, bro. All right, let me just go to the thing just to show you what I'm talking about, because I was watching the game and talking about it step by step. All right, so second half, as you can see here, second half, I'm going to maximize it so you can see it for yourself. All right, because it looks like you don't remember what happened in the game. Yes. So this is just the second half statistics I'm going to bring up right here, because that's what I was asking about specifically. All right. So 61% from Leeds, 39% for Arsenal, 8 shots, 3 on target. Arsenal 2 shots, 0, one off target and 1 shot block. Arsenal never did nothing in the second half. So we have to ask that question because they are the ones that are the leaders. You understand me? That's all I'm asking you. You get me? All right. So let me just move on from there. All right. All right, so people don't care. They say we want JD. Do you think Newcastle can be in the top 5 next year? I don't count them out even this year. Let them just keep on playing their game. And because the one thing with Newcastle, they look up. They look equal to everybody in every single game. Every single game this season. So don't count them out as yet. Let we keep on letting it play out, and then we'll see. All right. Look at what Leeds did to Chelsea this season. So you're just saying that their pressing system is elite. So how far you think Leeds will go? Or you think you think they're not going to get the best out of the pressing system this year because maybe they have Bamford and Bamford they ain't scoring nothing. You understand me? So maybe they will need a more clinical striker in the future to get the success of the pressing. Let me know. That's what the big teams do. All right. That's what the big team. Fox, we won. All right. No problem. No problem. I don't know if why you're taking it for a fight, because I'm not fighting with anyone here. We're just chopping up some football. JD, the quick big kick that Liverpool goalkeeper did took about 3 touches total and a goal. I say this to say we tend to find fault for JA goalkeeper long kick. What is your take? Triple E. Triple E. I know where you're trying to go, Triple E. But you have a lot of people manipulate people, all right? A lot of people manipulate people, and a lot of people only want for you to say certain things. So you have to check for yourself, all right? Anytime the goalkeepers them kick the ball, you clearly saw the whole of them a cuss with each other. If it was intended, they wouldn't be cussing with each other. All right? Yes, Triple E. So that's why I don't too listen or try to run behind people of my culture, because they tend to try to manipulate things and switch it to their side. People ain't dumb, Triple E. A football we study here, and we are study football way more than anybody where them a try clown up themselves and give credit to. I've heard the bag of delusional behavior. Them people them just soft and just want everybody to kiss them asses. All right? Yeah, man, a foolishness them I tell you, brother. All right? And you need to go and find actual big footballers and them are gonna tell you the truth. All right? Yes. Don't always have to dominate. Last year we play way better than City and still lose. All right, fair enough, fair enough. Tevin, we are at the top. Gunners, all right. Tevin, come in. Me never even know him at Gunners for now. Leeds was unbeaten at home, so I am happy for the 3 points. Triple E, it's not you. Me I direct it to you. Me just have to show you how people can manipulate you, because you still I think say what them I say are making sense, I ain't not make no sense, Me I tell you, them just tell you that. Because them just want to fool them people them. And that's why we can't reach nowhere, because them keeping a fool the people them. Bamford was very wasteful, and I am grateful for that. All right. Every week a different excuse. Okay, we got through that one already. That start the war. All right. Arsenal grinded out a win, but sometimes you need luck. Yes, yes, fair enough, fair enough. I will not base one off against okay, no, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's fair, it's fair, it's fair, it's fair, it's fair. JD, do you think Arsenal can keep up? Yes. They do have the World Cup as well to come in between. Yes. Big up yourself, Jeremy and Miller. Thanks for being here. We won 9 out of 10. All right, fair enough. No, Demo, that's what no man, Chipley, you know me, Chipley. Me not go run foolishness, and that's why me not really talk up to other people. Whole heap of people, because whole heap of people don't have sense, In Jamaica, whole heap of people don't have sense, You understand me? Them just jump from one bandwagon to a next bandwagon. I'm not really join that. You understand me? Me join pan a educational book. You get me? When I me hear it from people who are educated and me I learn it for myself, that's all me hear about. Me no want to jump on a bandwagon. That's why you see me do my video so different. I'm gonna really chat up to people, because I realize the sentiments run Jamaica. You get me? People love sweets, so them have the kiss asses and so other people want to say. You understand me? I'm a different human being. I am not in fear of nobody, and I don't hold my mouth around and talk. You get me? When you talk of foolishness, obviously, Triple E, if you listen good, you listen good, you would have you wouldn't have asked me, If you listen good, you wouldn't have asked me. All right? Yes. And I can pinpoint out a lot more lies that was told, clear lies. But tell you what, me not there for 8 pound people. Me just there for do my video and just focus on my video. All right? Yes. But I be a foolish is them people that talk, brother. Big kick. No, that was a good pass. Demo, those are talented people. Those are talented people that actually changed football. I do believe that Alisson and Edison changed football. That's why people have to set up their traps different, because the ability that they do have to pass it from a different range, it's completely insane. All right? Yes. All right. Yes, of course, Magee. Of course, it's him I'm talking about. You know, some people fool, man. The man's so upset about one thing. Triple E, the first big lie. Triple E, that man, go and check the stats for yourself. Because one day I posted something. May I show you Jamaican people bad mind and corrupted and love all up lies for other people. The first game that man played was against Suriname. He got a red card in that game. So that's his second red card he got for Jamaica. So how can he collected 2 red cards for Jamaica for in his career overall? He got a red card in the MLS the other day. When he made his debut in Europe, he got a red card. He got a red card in Abu Dhabi. He got a red card as well, and I never even counted the other red cards as well. So sometimes people trying to stroke other people's ego without doing their actual research. The last time I brought out the information for him, it's more than justified. People can call you a walking red card and it's justified. You know why it can justify? Because you collect yellow cards in almost every 2 games. And you got a couple red cards already. So people can call it something. It not necessarily mean that every game you go in and be a red card. People too sensitive in Jamaica, man. The people need to apply them actual education what them claim to say them have into us being less sentimental, and then maybe you can go good. You know? Yes, man, Dima. So I have no time for that, man. Let me just move on and just live our lives, man. Aston Villa got their chances yesterday. Yes, they did. They did. Yes, sir. Wanted to get your point. Yeah, man. You know that Chippy, man. Trust me, JD. I know you didn't direct at me. Yes, I know. Yes, and I have to say it because you know why? I realize I've said something a long time ago, you know, and I hope people like Ryan and those guys, Ryan LFC, start realizing that I'm a prophet with what I told him in front of his face and on YouTube as well. So I hope him actually start learn now. All right. Ryan is a good youth. So keep on doing good. Advocate, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Yeah. I did that deliberately, JD. Okay, no problem, no problem. Well, it's fair. It's fair. I'm going to always answer. You guys pay me to be here, you know, so I'm going to always answer. I don't report to no man. JD, are you still on the whisper wagon? Or you come off before the bus stop? Big man, you're a problem, you know. How can I be off the whisper wagon when I was the one started the wagon, big man? Why not go, man? Paul Robinson, 1 goal, 5 assists, is the only goalkeeper that has been directly involved in more Premier League goals than Alisson. All 3 assists have been made for Mohamed Salah. Thanks for that. Thanks for that. All right. Yes. Zinchenko dropping in the inverted role gives us another outlet to beat the press when he doesn't play. He doesn't ask Tomori or Tierney to do that role. But I think he should when Tommy plays. All right. JD and everyone, the season is still young. Anything can happen. January is not here yet. Team is more than one competition will surely feel the pressure. All right. Chris Smith, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. All right. Yeah, man. All right. City has the EPL lock. My Gunners can be runners up. No, man. City are doing well, but they have to get the points. That's why I play the game. Victor Valdez and Naya come first. No problem, no problem. But I'm trying to say is no. I think Victor Valdez and Naya they were good, but Alisson Edison they are footballers inside the goal. I think they took it to a different level. I'm very sorry, Javi, but everyone would agree with that part. They took it to a different level. Period. All right. Yes. On Man United, JD Greenwood has been charged. Look like Greenwood career will be over. He has been charged. Okay. Well, let's see it work out, man. Liverpool won back. Many love. All right. JD, Mexico, and okay. Against Mexico, not Suriname. Okay. Yeah. Um, Big boss, Sean. I've mentioned Suriname. Because yes, also Suriname. The first game he played in was against Suriname, Sean. That's what I'm talking about. You just never have the file. I had the file. And one day I posted the file. I posted one file before, the next one get 100 likes. And you see, as soon as I went, because when I'm having conversation, you know, with these people, you know, I made sure to go back for my research and return, you know. When I came back with the file to say, yes, this man picked up 2 yellow cards and got a red card in the game against Suriname. Nobody liked it. Nobody wanted to have the conversation. JD, where you try to show the man for? But me say, but I was having a conversation. So the problem is Triple E. Jamaica will always be a bandwagonist place that people runs and report because they love sweets. All right? It will always be that way. And it will always be a way that people try to fight against other people. You understand me? If you don't in line with their propaganda, you're dunce and you're fool and you're not up to the level. But if you're dunce and fool, why is it the dunce and fool people always be the more popular person and the most viewed person? Because them tell lie. We have been on YouTube successful for around 8 years. So check that. While people try to run on and try to be somebody on YouTube. You understand me? Yeah, so The truth is the truth, man. If you don't do good, and a man tell us you don't do good, simple. That's it. You don't do good. Nothing else. Me no look no friend, and me no want no friend from nobody. Man said big kick, and me can't believe. No. I just think him look at it different, you know? Yeah. Greenwood has been charged, not yet found guilty. That's what I said. That's what I said. Wait. Greenwood might come out back. Yes, that's what I said. Wait until it finish. Yes. Sean, the whole story is him not get 2 red cards. Him get way more than 2 red cards because I can just come off my top of my head 5 red cards that I remember that he got, that I checked. I never look at his other games. And the thunderous amount of yellow card. That is not 18 somebody, guys. That is just facts because you're in a conversation. All right? We are not in a lie station and a puppet regime. This is not Korea. We can talk our facts, talk the facts, not our facts, because if we can present it on the screen, it is a fact. So how can people be stupid because they can pull a facts? No, the truth is the truth. All right? Yes. Yeah, man. Salis, know yourself, man. With the show at 46 minutes, we need to go through the whole night. But through the man, I'm ask me question and I have to answer. Lansley, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Sean says some of them bloggers them become a yes man. Okay, yeah, a long time that I go on, and I know that I go on a long time. That is just a long time thing. It's just a Jamaica thing, right? You know me, I say, man. I'm kind of tired of it. So many want to entertain that because we have become famous in Jamaica's fear because we actually come out and talk football. We come out and talk football. We never build this because of no other footballer. So why would we need footballers? We can just make our own videos. So that's irrelevant, man. You get me? All right. All right, so let me go up on the Man City so we can finish the Man City because we can't, and then we can go in the players them. All right, so we're going to take the phone calls with players. All right, we're going to go into it with players. Exactly, JD. We need more good analysis who can give constructive criticism. I don't understand when people upset. No, the problem is Triple E. You realize the reason why people can't stand me Triple E, and everybody know me talk me straight up, because I am not a Jamaican with my behavior. I'm a worldly human being. Me never go a foreign and itch up in a Jamaican box. So me know how the real world work. All right? And me act according to that. So I'm a Jamaican physically, passport. Maybe not my passport expire, but I'm going to get the passport soon. But you don't understand me, I say. But my attitude, no go round, no Jamaican style. My attitude is straightforward. If you do a thing, me say you do a thing. And tell you what, we go to study football and come here. And we are talk to the highest level footballers them in the world. So why me even talk to Jamaican footballers? Because if you'd have that amount of sense, you would have reached places. So why, if other people in the highest level in the world can congratulate we on what we are doing, we don't need them. But body from Jamaica to tell me what we are doing. That makes not even sense. That makes so Triple E. That's what we do our thing and stick by the facts. The facts always bring more people to the table. The reason why a lot of people cannot get views is because they don't bring nothing to the table. No one a mix up a guan. No demon is not a mix up a guan. I've heard because people send in the comments and the thing in my sending the thing in my ear. Oh, this man a disrespect people. So you have to make this truth be known, demo. It's not. Some of these things are blatant lies, and the man them too pitney, kiddie, you know. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about anybody. I'm talking about one individual. Him come out on the YouTube and disrespect a lot of people in the category. But nobody in the category in a love, man. You understand me? If you come out, if you do the interview and go on by a businessman. How are you, man? DNA, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Dre Dan, massive respect. You're late. Well, tell you what, I saw the thing set, you know. Negative comments from fans about performances should be as used as a motivation. But tell you what, Jason, negative comments in life is just general. If you can't build from it and just avoid it and then make it take over your entire life, it is what it is, man. DNA, big up yourself, man. Yeah, man. No, man, nothing but mix up demo. You know what kind of mix up demo? One person we talk this the same. I never see JD this nobody yet. No, Spade. No, well, him come up here and him feel big and bad and brave like him as somebody special. So we have to show people, say, listen to me, man. Someone love talk, and nobody, man. We don't have nothing, man. We don't have. And just a chat up on the mouth and have a bag of poor people around behind on the feet sound of somebody. You know? You don't have nothing, man. Just a sit down, man. And just if you play for Jamaica, you play for Jamaica. Tap your nice, man. And stop going like somebody special, man. Go, man. Also, any commenters or vloggers should know that a friendship with a player won't be possible if you are remaining objective with your opinion. Yes, man. Well, a Jamaica alone that possible, you know. You get me? So I'm in a class myself as a Jamaican acting people. Well, my one. JD, Halloween is 2 weeks away. So enough Jamaicans are going to be out trick or treating. Them love sweets. Oh no, man. I want somebody me talk, man. Jaden. Me never have a call and them know if the people know who me talk. That's the man ask me the question. I may answer. Yeah, No, it's just a comment, man. A comment. I never address it because I never do a video. But no, me do the video. I just tell upgrade the people in processing trip. Say a long time them people love sweets, you know, and I know, you know, that's why. That's why this category reach exactly where it reach, because I that me that tell people from day one. Actually, Ryan them never want to listen. Actually, never want to listen. Well, no, him I learned the hard way. Yes, so we're gonna take calls, you know, but man, if just call in and say them thing brief, you know, because me never want the show go down that way, you know. But at 2 hours alone, me I do. All right, yes. So I guess the thing there. All right, yes. Thanks for the 50 likes, guys. Please get me 50 more, and then we're done. All right, so yes, yeah, let me say something there. One second again. 1 second. Solids. I'm gonna take solids call here. All right. No, but Demo is not about eating Demo. Everybody love Jamaica. We come here. We are trying to do something for Jamaica. Every time when we come here and people for do something for Jamaica, all them money I do in this category is come and thief people super chat and thief people money. Them not do nothing. And when something for do for Jamaica, like if you go out the door and the pay for your kid, them not do nothing if it's not for hype. Them people in love Jamaica, but them put it out, say me I don't want to eat Jamaica, but I me take up my own money and pay for things that mean in Jamaica. None of them that do nothing more than a bag of tract and take people money. So if you stop come pretend like you like Jamaica more than nobody, none of them not good for no Jamaica. We know some little vagabonds. You get me? Yeah, man, I me not like, man. Me straight up, man. Me straight up, you know. Me not look friend, you know. I mean, no want nobody like me, you know. You get me? Me just come here to do a Jamaica video, and anything me see, adapt me talk, because me not sleep at people yard and me not dead for hungry. So me talk exactly what me see, and what me see as a bag of love sweets. So this category can't help no Jamaica. Because this no better than the JFF. This just as bad as the JFF. A bag of man where I look for position. Desperate for get known. me popular from me at 17. Till now. Me no need no more popularity. Me no need like a kid YouTube. I want to you, man. You think me want look a clown whenever I have nothing or nothing and just I live from toe to toe? Yeah, man. Big up Solids. How you doing?
Yeah, man. We were taking the interview the other night, brother, and you know there was something that happened. I remember when the movement was happening with the leader supposed to go out to the stadium, and you were and you guys were trying to galvanize everybody. We were trying to galvanize the fans. That moment exposed to me who the YouTubers really were. That's really for the cause of Jamaica and not their self-interest. Is it as I made that moment already tell me. Now that interview also showed me a lot that listen, we know there's some YouTubers who are positioning themselves to make sure they can align themselves with the players and get a phone call when they need to get them on. I tell people this, bro, because even my name came up in the interview. When I come on YouTube, me just come on YouTube to tell them how I see it. I don't know it no other way, bro. The night when I gave Damian Lowe the name Walking Red Card JD, I was on Ryan's show and I said tonight is the first time Jamaica will play with the VAR system. And
Yes.
bet Damian Lowe get a red card. And him get a red card.
Yes, so that's why I defended you. That's why I defended you, because you literally said something and he went out there and did this exact thing. Why you, as a man in your own word, cannot just listen to what the person said and take the constructive criticism? You know what you did now? You bring it to the whole extent. But even that's not right, because what I'm saying to people them when them think I did two red card, them get me say him get two red card for Jamaica because them get a red card in the first game in play for Jamaica. And nobody didn't talk about it. You know why? Because when I tried to post it in my community tab, people said we take down that.
JD, the week he got the red card, when he got the red card for Jamaica and he went back to his club, he picked up a red card the next week, you know.
Yes, that is accurate again. So that's what I'm telling the people them. That's what I'm telling the people them. So I don't know why is it you can't. Why is Jamaica is the only place you cannot talk. And is so you know what I've like. Let me tell you something here, so guys. Well, you're not gonna realize crime and violence can't stop at Jamaica. You know why? And the bad man them and the gunman them want to keep things private. Are the same people that love sweets and want the bad man them and the gunman them things are cause the problem in Jamaica. And then the gunman them are cause the problem in Jamaica. You understand me? Are the people that will love sweets behind the gunman them, we are take the man them things, are them are keep everything the glue there, all right? And I saw it always look. Me I tell you, that all about Jamaica. Nobody no want be informative. Nobody no want help nobody. Them want to script for themselves. Everybody too individualistic. Them not have no overall long-term goal to nothing. And where the next sweets there, them a target and them take it and done. And them not care how much people want dead with it as well. So I can tell you, it's crime and violence will never stop at Jamaica. The man them attitude too different. Period. You understand me?
Yeah. And another thing, JD, what people have to understand that when I said Damian Lowe is a walking red card, people don't understand, means him get a red card every game. They need to go back and look how many times Damian Lowe negotiated his way out of a red card. When him kicked down a man and him begged the referee if give him red card. I saw that so many times. He was getting away with a lot of rash tackles. And that's how I say, yo, this youth, you see with that goal that Argentina score against him is this walking red card thing in him head why I'm not make that tackle, you know. He is trying to change his game, because I saw where in few games where he would have run out and made that rash tackle and he stopped himself. Because it's playing on his mental now, because he understands him did actually just play mad.
Look at that. So J Taylor, and people watching, thanks for being here. Listen to what we're saying here. If I sign up to be an analyst of football, there's no mix up, Magee. I think everybody know who we are talking about. So there is no mix-up. We are going to come back to the Man City. You're not escape today because you're planning for hype up yourself, so you're not escape none at all. So if we come here as a footballing analyst, all right, that's a job we have for the people here, because we are the personnels that people expect to report the game, because they expect us to watch the game extensively and come and do what they don't want to do, or they don't have the necessary time to do it. What you expect us to do then, J Taylor? How can we differentiate who is Jamaican from what is the truth on the football field? Because remember, Jamaica play, and then the next team play alone, So if we come out and say Jamaica plays space, and Hurricane and this and that play for space, and them do this and that, we not have to touch upon what the man them do, and the facts is there, So how we are going to maintain our credibility if we don't pull up the facts and talk about what we saw with the eye test to match with the facts?
So JD, so even on that interview, Damian Lowe, he contradict himself so many times. him say him take bad criticism and advice and try to get better. But in the same breath, he said he only watch coaches' decks. so so him only watch a channel them where say yeah man a big baller man the man and a walking red card. So it tells me like he has to figure out what he's trying to say, and them can't lie. Them watch the whole of the YouTube channel, them watch you, them watch Ryan, them watch everybody. Them can't pretend all them want, because when them I say yo, some of the players them now will come on, it have to be you and Ryan. And you and Ryan are the man which charge the most iron.
Yeah, but me
YouTube.
me no look for interviews. Me see Mr. Speed
No,
come
but
on my
JD, I'm
channel.
not saying
The president come on my channel. And the president get to me and me tell him somebody busy. And then me try get back to him and me never hear back from him. And me never call him back. He get to me for one to come on here. You get me? So I never call him back. Be not really business.
No, but JD,
we not things fine. Be not really care, you know.
Brother, I spill milk. What may I say is we not care what they want to say about that, because at the end of the day is we want Jamaica to start winning. You know, the funny thing is Saturday. It was Saturday or Sunday when Aston Villa, must be yesterday, Aston Villa play. And I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone with Ryan. Ryan was saying, yeah, I want to do a show and blah blah. I talk to Ryan. I'm say, Ryan, you know, say I'm noticing that Leon Bailey is a 65-minute baller or 25-minute. The best you're gonna get out of Leon Bailey is 65-minute or 25-minute off the bench. You know what time the coach take off Leon Bailey? Sub him off 54 minutes and 53 seconds.
Yeah, but in that game, you know, we never expected him to play the full game, to be honest, because remember he was coming off an injury. So me did things him gonna get me did say maximum 40 minutes him gonna get, and me think him gonna take it on the back half. But they took it on the front part. They let him start the game and play out. So I wouldn't read into it so much, but I understand what you're saying.
Overall, JD.
I understand what you're saying, because you would say that it happened in the game when he was not injured. So I understand. I understand where you're coming. I understand where you're coming from, and that
overall is a pattern. It's a pattern. And Andre Blake, they try to defend Andre Blake. Listen, guys. Andre Blake is a great goalkeeper in the MLS. On the international stage, Andre Blake has made some dismal mistakes costing Jamaica the games. It's on tape. If them want come say against Andre Blake, me no business, bro. I don't get paid from YouTube or Jamaica football or anybody. When me call on or me come on, me just tell you what me think. And me not say a facts. Me just tell you when me see on tape.
And it's
Andre Blake was JD. Andre Blake was one of the players who let in some goals. His position wasn't good. He didn't look motivated. I can understand all the stuff that was happening with the JFF, but they can't come say Andre Blake is one of the top goalkeepers in the international game. In the MLS, yes. For Jamaica, I don't think he's been exceptional for Jamaica when it comes to being a goalkeeper. So them can talk or them want to talk. Andre Blake, Damian Lowe, nobody never asked Damian Lowe, say, Damian Lowe, me not care what you want to say. No coach didn't advise you that when you see a midfielder open this and you kick the ball way downfield, and the coach tell you to do that. They not asking them question there. They never asking them question there. When them say, when you make that big wild kick down the field, when you have Ravel Marcy open and you have your left back and right back open, which strategy was that? What did the coach instruct you? So yes, I might tell you, when people bring on people and people are articulate and they speak a certain way, you tend to got all the man we calling this brother calling Travis Peso say, I know me call you walking red card. I want brother named J Taylor, man. A J Taylor give your name. The man just said like say Damian Lowe ban me or something from YouTube. Bro, that not have nothing. I'm gonna chop the line same way. I'm gonna just telling you when I see JD, we whole way watch the same TV, the same computer them, we see the same game. If a man go out there and him now perform, the man try to say Lamar Walker them good. We have some good young people. Lamar Walker them good, yes, them good for nothing. Them no good, brother. Lamar Walker them no good. Me see a man in the comment that say, you know, stop the Javian Brown. Javian Brown ready for international football. They must say Alvas Powell did have issues, personal issue. Brother, when international football come right, JD, you're chosen out of almost 5 million people. You're only 23 people chosen. You're special. You say if you can't handle the job, turn your yard.
Yeah, but so let me ask you a question before you go on by your business, cause I know say you're angry. I mean, no one
Yeah,
hold you up
yeah,
too long.
yeah. Yeah, man, me have a
But
question now.
how influential the culture have on the actual football existence in like the Reggae Boys. You think that the culture of Jamaica is actually holding back the Jamaica national team? Yeah, have you seen
Yeah.
because you realize what's going on because everything what you're saying, the only reason why this is possibly, is because of a culture, the culture of Jamaica, You get me? Because them picking here and people having so much talk, it's not necessarily based off football, it's based off our culture, Why these guys even have so much talk in the first place. So I have to ask you, I have to ask the fans as well and the people inside the chat, is it that our culture is actually destroying our footballing I speak because now we are in a good patch where in which we can get players from overseas but if you have people thinking that the wrong players are the best right players, that in itself is holding us back. So that's why I think it's a valid question to ask if our culture is actually holding us back in football terms, and maybe also in our entire development as a people. Because if you go out there and win the 10 million US dollars, that is infrastructure development to take out youths out of the ghettos
JD,
and put
JD,
it
you're
there.
100%. You're 100% right. The culture is not just even football. Just even the way how JFF handles money. JFF handle money like when when you give a man a work on a site and Friday come, see the boss come. Him say the money not come a Western Union or the bank lock early. I saw JFF work with money. And then another thing, the players they get high off their own supplies. The man them boost them up so much in a man in cups to them are the man named Messi from him just a kick two ball in the goal and man in cup man name Ronaldo man give him man them some name. So you see by the time him reach at the part where him fi work hard, him thinking the pan them and the level in a brother. Him
Okay.
thinking the pan them and the level so a Jamaica culture that so,
So
listen to the tape them when you hear pan the man in cup sideline or some man a boost up the ball of them. Just listen. More time I not even watch it play. Me I listen when the man them a say on the sideline. Me say watch it. I guess them I guess up that the youth they are not even reach a stage two yet. Him no really even reach at the part where him have to go work hard to take the next step yet. And them I tell him say him a name Pele, him name Ronaldo. That's a thing where we have to move away from. But you see, another thing is because a lot of Jamaicans are not exposed to people think they be living abroad and them places is easy life, brother. They're not exposed to real challenges and understand the work it takes just to even become a normal human in these places, especially to be good. So you see, when they start understanding, say, brother, it take a different level of work ethic. I the few we understand that, I gonna make it. And me just go listen to rest I sure. Best
all
up
right.
for the call,
Yeah,
man.
man. Respect,
All
respect.
right.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, man. No, I never meant it no way. When I ask you, because I'm listening and I'm trying to figure out I'm trying to get the solution towards how our football can develop going forward. And every time I've listened, it come to hard someone in JFF blocking the progress from it for the team, and also some of the players them blocking the progress of the team because of similar thing what Jay Taylor said. Some of them think that they know everything because if you listen to them, I be honest, guys. I've been a good amount of places, so I've learned a lot of things. I think it's only in Jamaica alone I've met people that knows everything. Like I've literally met people that acts like they know everything, like everything. They don't need to research nothing more. They know everything. I think we need to stop having those people in pole position. Leave those people by themselves and get people that wants to research if they don't know a thing. Because no one is fully educated towards every single field. You have a base education and you maximized certain part like the field that you're going into, that's where you excel in, but you have a base education on every other thing. No one has every high level education for every single thing. That's not possible, but that's how we have people in Jamaica acts, and most of those people get the positions. And if that can't stop, we cannot reach nowhere. Like how we cannot reach much places in life, we need to change up them thing the overall. So that is where I was trying to I was trying to come from, because the problem is, remember, I'm looking for solution. I'm not trying to cause any unnecessary problem. I want Jamaica to make it to the World Cup, but certain things can't work. Certain people of power can't be in, and you have other people just as bad as them trying to get in that power as well, and we have to make sure we try take out them people out of that position if they not get no power. You understand me? That's what I'm talking about, guys. All right. All right. I agree with that statement from J Taylor. We experience a different level of challenges living abroad. We just adjust, and then we have RDN, Blessings RDN, Magee, all cultures gas their players. Yeah, but I never came after way there. Magee just give it his take. J Taylor just give his take, and these conversations have to be had, Demo, because that's the only way we are gonna grow, if we don't, if we have to talk, So sometimes I know you say you don't like these conversations and it's just football. I talk about football every single day more than anybody else. You understand me? Because of football, me live fun. You get me? But I've realized that this is something that's in there in our football for not going places. You understand me? And what I'm trying to tell people, that is not what you do on the field alone bring you places. You get me? It's the mentality as well brings you places, just as what J Taylor talking about, what's required. You understand me? But maybe we will leave it there and move on. It's okay. Ah, let me see. Jada, Akeem, pull out the video here that I agree with everything J Taylor said, coming from Tennessee. Guys, as you come in, make sure to smash the like button, make sure to share and definitely subscribe. I was trying to do 2 hours, but I know people are calling, so I might have to extend it. But get the likes up on the video. Once you're here, and you just hit the like button, and we just continue. All right? Yes. But Sean, we're not going to get into the personnel, because I just said I just attack his argument and then I'm done. All right. If he said that Rudiger is a rough baller, that is his problem. You understand me? Other people listening and other people will have their interpretation for him. And I don't want this show to be about him. I think my show should be about Jamaica and where Jamaica should be, and how the best way we can get Jamaica there. You get me? That's what I want to lead by that. It's Jamaica I'm talking about. I don't really care about them individually because I don't know them, and I truly don't want to know them either. Jamaican Kuna, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Hope all is well with you and the fam. All right. Just say narrow perspective. Imaxit. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, man. We are here to listen and learn. Yes. So, anyways, we had Liverpool screwing off with Mr. Big Bad Man Pep, because you have a one man in the chat. Him cannot wait for we to talk about him team winning one game, winning one game. All right, yes. So, and a one goal him scoring, and a 50 goal him scoring, a one goal him score, and him a hype. So, anyways. City won Club of the Year award at the Ballon d'Or. Yeah, Congo. All right. Tell Demo that, tag Demo in that, and you're gonna hear him cuss. Him a go cuss. I'm gonna read up on it after I'm done. So, anyways, this game started out. For me, I never really liked the respect that was shown to Liverpool. I thought that that really shaped the way the game went. I thought that City tried to dominate the ball in the wrong areas. Normally, when City dominates these big games, they try to start on the front foot, i.e., Manchester United. They just went forward, calculative, just the same, but they went forward. Liverpool opened a lot of ear gaps that they could have utilized a lot of the channels, and they still never took it. They waited, and let Liverpool wet their feet and start coming forward and start getting little positions. The best chance, to be honest, fell to Haaland The best two chance I would say in the first half actually fell to Haaland. The header, in different circumstances, I think he could have done better. I think he could have put it even further to the far post, Haaland there, because he had acres of space to do what he wants. And the next one that he could have dinked, Alisson, that was dubbed as a big chance, just the same. But Liverpool still posed threats coming from the right hand side overall, I would say, but predominantly that was their outlet in the first half. Everything started from the right hand side, and then some might end up on the left hand side, but it still started on the right hand side nonetheless. All right, because you had one when Robertson blasted over the bar, that was started from the right hand side nonetheless. All right, so everything worked that way. The reason why Robertson could have actually stepped up, because most people never saw what Manchester City played at the time. They never tried to use any out and out right winger at the time on the field. They were just relying on Kevin De Bruyne to exploit the space, and Cancelo to reach in that space and create something. So they had an empty space there. So they wanted Liverpool to come there so they could have attacked the next side. That was their game plan. Go back and look at the game. That's why every single time you realize over Liverpool's left side kind of free. You understand me? Yes. So I thought that the first half never really went our way because we couldn't we couldn't press them fully the way our City normally press people without any extra ear gaps that they can escape through. Our kudos to Liverpool. They always found a way how to get through that side. So I have to give them full credit there. The second half, it was competitive. Certain calls pretty much dodgy on both sides. I have to say that Liverpool got calls and City got calls as well. I truly believe that if you're using a consistency basis, I would have actually judged the game based off the other fouls. And the other fouls, I wouldn't say that goal should have disallowed based on the other fouls. If you look at the other fouls are the other calls that were actually let go, I don't understand how Alan was a foul on what's that big giant, that big one, Fabinho. I wouldn't say it's a foul on Fabinho because it was a rough game. It's like a derby game. So I wouldn't say it's a foul on Fabinho. You understand me? It is a foul when I looked at it. But if you look at the other the fouls them that just went, it's hard for me to say it's a foul. You understand me? So I thought from there it kind of changed the game. City pushed. Before that, Liverpool had a good chance. I thought Liverpool was actually wasteful in that the period because Liverpool had some good openings. If they just pass it to each other, they actually got goals. So credit to Liverpool. But that goal, I still believe that goal should have actually stood at that point. You understand me? And just continue. Yeah, but in the end, Liverpool got the goal, and it was a good entertaining game for me, end to end. Both teams not fearing nothing; they're just going forward to try and get back a goal. Liverpool trying to go forward to get more goals, and it was just a good thing. Jurgen Klopp getting mad, getting sent off. Yes, but I still believe that the referee never did a good job in it. I kind of have a problem with the referee, and I saw that a lot of people complaining about the referee as well. I don't think he handled the game well enough because he was not consistent. But Liverpool got the win, and that is good for Liverpool because that will help Liverpool to push them in different stratosphere now. So basically, maybe this will be the thing that they needed to propel their season. Because remember, that's what they got them hype on their jelly, when they defeated City in the Community Shield. And Haaland missed a load of chances. Haaland missed a big chance in this one just the same. And I would say that he could have scored a couple more because he got two more chances that on his normal day, he buries those chances because it barely chipped off his leg for the fourth chance he got in the game. And that's why Alisson saved it there, because if he had struck it correctly and true, Alisson would never save it. None at all. You understand me? So based on what I saw, good win for Liverpool, and hopefully they can carry this over in the next week. You know, JD, you bias towards City. Them dead. All right, all right. So Travis, I've never said nothing bad. I gave Liverpool as much credit, but you still come here badding me up. You know. JD, most games are like are like that with fouls. No, JD, that's a fool. That's a foul and Fabinho. What you talk about? You need to listen to the adjointed words that I've connected to the conversation. The consistency towards the calls were not there, and people talk about it and show that the consistency weren't there. That's all I'm saying. So I'm saying based off that, I thought the goal should have stood, but I thought it was a foul. Like if you're just watching the game, turn on your TV and saw that action, you would say it's a foul. You understand me? But based off what he just gave, I would say I will question if it's a foul in that context. That's all I was saying. You know, if I'm biased, no problem. It's okay. You know, exactly. We got plenty chance, but City had plenty chance as well. I just talked about Haaland that had 3 chances that he should have scored. You know. Oh, Jerry, leading up to that goal, it was a corner. Also, it was a foul on the goalie. He kicked the ball from Allison's hand. All right, all right. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. All right. So we want questions, you know. The referee was consistent the whole game, the whole time. Just that. Okay, you thought the referee was consistent. All right. The JD, the ref is awful in that match. All right. So people have all right. Momentum, JD. This is what we need. Oh, Liverpool game. All right, let me. You're talking about Buffalo Bills versus Kansas City Chief. No, no, no. I'm talking about Liverpool game. A Liverpool game. I'm talking about. I'm talking about Liverpool game. I gave my side. If you have your side, you can just give it as well. You know. You know, have to say I'm biased and me need for runway because I'm biased to JD. Give Liverpool the credit. They do what they have to do. It was a good performance, Liverpool for life. So why you couldn't just scratch out the Liverpool for life part? Why you have to keep the Liverpool for life part in it, Robert Smith? That means you're biasing it in it. Goal should have stood. You must be joking. You see, I don't want to listen to the conversation here. I've said based on brother, you, Mr. Man, look, when they get Thiago Alcantara committed some fouls there, Demo. Even you would have said, Jesus God, oh, is this not a yellow card? And oh, will this man not get sent off? One time I see man a kick off Alan Balls. Thiago Alcantara, I'm convinced he can't tackle, you know, Demo, none at all, you know, like 0%, you know. Me see him kick off a man balls, and it was not a foul. It was not a foul. Him kick out Alan balls. So what if Alan never have iron balls, Demo? What if Alan never have iron balls? You see. All right, but let me give them good win for Liverpool. Good win because I said they gave. Oh, you know, all right, good win for Liverpool. Let me done. Let me done. Let me done. Good win for Liverpool because the more I talked about something else, I got say me nah give them credit. I'm gonna start the conversation with a good win for Liverpool, yeah? And the man him say me nah give him. Imaxit, just give you some trouble. Yeah, man, big up yourself, Travis, man. Hope all is well with you and the family. All right. And once you lock down KD City done, no, but Robert, but they created the chances. Why Alan would have gotten so much chances if City did done? Oh, is that possible? Remember, KDB curved the ball over Gomez head, you know, when nobody now mark Alan, you know. I him do that, you know. So and then lock down KDB because he wouldn't create them chances there. How much chances KDB created when the whole game? You cannot say KDB was locked down and him create them chances the way you remember because me know you remember that because they are grown when they see Alan have the ball. Big up yourself, Gigs. Hope all is well with you, all right? Sakpa say, big up yourself, Bossy. Hope all is well. A foul is a foul. Some are called, some not. Ref always bad. But all I'm saying is, why when we are leaving Anfield, remember we did the preview before and I said, I can bet you when you're leaving, you are going to have a call where people question based on how it took place. And when you if you go on Twitter now, you go everywhere. People talk about that one call there, and people talk about something else what the ref did. Not about Liverpool winning the game. You understand me? Yes. JD, why does Pep refuse to bring on subs? I just believe that he never wanted to change. Sometimes in football, it's not like you think the next player is worst, because you could have brought on um 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 you could have brought on not Ford was on. You could have brought on my boy from Africa. You could have brought on the English Grealish. You could have brought on Grealish because his ball retention is good, and his position at the time would be the right thing. Just drive to the back line, try and get as much out of Gomez. First thing I have to say, Gomez was definitely man of the match. Let me know your man of the match, guys. Gomez was definitely man of the match. Gomez was the man of the match. Van Dijk did clear around 3 goal line clearances. That is true. But I think Gomez was this is a lie. Them give Van Dijk higher than Gomez. I think it was Gomez the best player for Liverpool. It make it look completely different. Even one time, James Miller got caught out of sea, and me see Gomez take out Foden completely. And you cannot say, look at that. That is defending. Even though it could have gone wrong, you just feel like it's defending. When you have James Miller there, even though he did a good job, when you have Trent there, it's like nobody there. You understand me? So that is what I was trying to say to the one Demo from a long time. You see the difference when time Gomez there. You can see that this man not in the plating. He maybe not gonna ping 50-yard balls, but he gonna ping your foot over one hospital bed if you you come from the field the wrong way. Yes. From you cut off the supply from Alan, from KDB to Alan, him will never score. JD City let Liverpool push them out of the midfield. Yes, and out of their game as well. That wasn't football. It was ball sack. No, but we haven't talked the truth. So because people are complaining, why I'm complaining about the situation. Um, just like in the NFL, each score is reviewed. So they looked at the action leading up to the goals. All right, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Nunes is dopey, but no. Travis, Nunes is a good player. It just takes time. Obviously, you remember, what I've realized with most of you guys. When I told you when Alan got the 4 clear chances on Liverpool in the Community Shield and the guy missed them, all of you guys said, "Oh, you're garbage," and I said, "It is Matip and Van Dijk is getting these opportunity and he's going to dominate the Premier League because if they can't stop him and he has to miss the goal, because remember the reason why he missed the big chances is because he's inside. He is literally inside behind them. So that means he passed one of the best centre backs in the world. So that counts for something. Well, you know what happened? When you have a less centre back, you have more time to do what you want to do. And look at that. The man come on and just dominate the Premier League. You understand me? He did this. He still got the opportunities yesterday again. He still got the opportunities yesterday over and over. So that proved to me that Alan is for real. He's just going to score a billion goals. He's just going to continue scoring goals because it's 2 times he played Liverpool. Maybe he never scored in those instances, but his movements to get behind elite defenders is very much good. And it showcased that it's very hard to stop. So sometimes we should not look at just the end result. We should look at the play, the patterns of play, and where the player ended up. That is important as well. Very, very much. JD, it's hard to please some of us. Yes, man, it's all right, man. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Twitter, and everyone disrespecting what's it what little tiny Bernardo Silva, because he came out and he talked about the same thing that I'm talking about, and people was upset, you know. But Bernardo Silva, the guy is just a little warrior. Good game, good attitude from the kid, and the kid just keep on doing his thing, you know. The man just feel away. You realize the guy back of the guy's calf dig off, the guy's knee dig off, and that was not a foul, you know. That incident was not a foul, you know. Guys, you need to go back and watch these matches, you know. It was a very, very rough game, you know. So if man coming off the field bloodied, balls kick out, all sort of thing happen. Oh, is it that's a foul on Fabinho? That's what I'm saying. Remember, the guy advanced on the play, you know. So, you know what? I will wait until you guys go back and watch it, and then we will argue our point after. Because you're gonna hear some me a fight against Liverpool was the best. Liverpool number 2 was the best player on the field yesterday. The number 2, okay, no Joe Gomez, that man. Not Joe Gomez, man, but on the system here, they're giving Van Dijk a 7.5 and Alisson get a 8.7. I think Alisson deserved that with the assist, because I thought that he kept out a good amount of shots. That was bound to score, and other better, and with poor goalkeepers, it would have been a goal. Because I still believe that if it weren't for Alisson, Alan would have tried to put it at the back post instead of the front post, in my estimation. But guys, we're going to turn the phone on, you know, so you can call in for the little time that we have. He was living in Haaland's sack. I asked football. Is the right back Liverpool got? Okay. So where's the one Demo? Me not hear the one Demo talk. Why do one Demo not talk about in player now? In player come on for like 2 minutes and almost cost them the game. Him a run out of position. JD, I told you before, Cancelo has defensive deficiency, just like Trent. But you don't criticize both of them. No, I revives. Cancelo don't have defensive deficiencies like Trent. Trent not have the defensive ability. So why I talk about the man? Look how much ball the man stopped before. Let me pull it up. Look how much ball the man stopped before. Look how much ball the guy stopped before, and the guy was playing in an advanced role. Does the one ball the man get Salah, the ball drop, and Salah turn with the ball. He turned with the ball. So how can you even complain? When Salah turning, him body and the ball turning at the same time. Do you know that is I revives to stop the ball? If you don't get to him fast enough, you have to be in a jockey position in order to stop him. Either you're gonna drop off, or you have to get there first to intercept the ball. And once it's on the guy's body, he has a low center of gravity and he's turning with the ball. That's almost pretty much impossible to stop. You understand me? So you have to be careful with these beating. All right? Yes. I revise. They just wanted to put Trent in the same class as Cancelo. No, man. Cancelo a way better player than Trent. I'm very sorry, man. We cannot even put that in a conversation. The man, come on, you know. I revives. He came on, you know, and he looks like he never knew what he was doing, you know. They just brought him on and said, run forward and try pick a ball so we can get 2 goals. They never brought him on for no defensive, nothing. So I revives, that's how much they don't consider him as a defender. You never saw when Liverpool had Manchester City under pressure. They never tried to take off Cancelo because they never found him as a defensive liability. People try to take off Trent off the field. I revives, so you cannot compare the two. I'm very sorry, it cannot be compared. You know. No, I revives. I think you're disrespecting Cancelo there, just because the guy had one game that one some error happened because he judged his speed, like the speed that he had and the flight of the ball wrong. That's all he did, and Salah spin him, you know. Salah is one of the best players in the world, you know. So you're acting like an average person. Did that to him. Average footballer, done out Trent. Why Salah 6.5? Based on the goals, I thought that his take ons them it he was not as successful with his take-ons. And so let me see how much they have here with his dribblings, because he tried a few times, and when it looks good to you, even the one with Ruben Diaz, he should have passed him, but it was not a successful dribble because he put it to it, he kicked it on him because he was trying to dribble, but he never completed the dribble. So those things will definitely damage you. Ground duels, Salah had 0 out of 6. Aerial duels, 0 out of 1. So all of his duels, he lost the duels, them all the duels. All right. His passes, 83, which is 12, 10 out of 12. Touches, 31. Big chances missed, 1. So he scored a goal and the big chances missed, draw down the rest of his points there. All right. One interception and that's it. One interception, that's it. Nothing else. So, and the one dribble that he attempted, and the player that I talk about, he was not successful, and they said it was not successful here as well. So, that's why. So maybe it looks like he's doing something, Drayden, but he's not necessarily doing it because I am looking at the action to see if it's successful or not, and I could have remembered it. I'm watching the game, because I know I have to come here and defend myself. All right, let me see how the likes look. All right, let me see if we reach 100 likes on the video as yet. All right, guys, we need 24 more likes to reach 100. So if you have mistakenly don't hit the like button, and do so. If you have never subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe to this channel and keep on sharing it. And if you even want to watch us talk about different football, like not from Jamaica, but worldwide football, you can come over to Imaxit Football. We are going to bring the Jamaican Sunday series over there as well. So you can subscribe to that as well. We will do that one over there because true, we have the subscribers from England and other places that wants the content from EPL. I wanted to just bring it over there, and then people from Jamaica can still enjoy it and interact with them just the same. We're going to do it every Sunday night, so make sure to join us over there as well. The link should be in the description. Please do subscribe over there. Trent is the best defender in the world. That's facts. How long you are watching EPL Island card? And what's going on up at Jungle? Arnett versus Firehouse. I don't know, but more likely I will get the necessary information after this. And but tell you what, Gunners boss, the problem with me, I try to limit what I'm doing because I'm doing so much things. So if I'm doing the schoolboy football, even though I will get information on the JPL games to assess it, I will not just go in at the JPL field. I will leave that to other people because other people in the category do cover JPL. So I can't cover everything, And I try to make sure I know what I'm talking about on these matters. So that's why. But I will get the information though. No way we can compare Cancelo defending to Trent. Yes, that is true, man. I am it. Gomez is the best right back Liverpool got to me, and he's pretty much a centre back to me. He's a centre back, Yeah, but I think he's a better right back than Trent. Cancelo ball in both position. Cancelo can't tackle either. My God. Good lad. JD, he should have never tried to intercept. That's why. Yeah, but we know, but I'm trying. The man believed that he had the speed to reach there. That's just the one wrong judgment he had in the game. You're so like funny. He had one wrong judgment in the game, and that is a fine margin of the Premier League. You get me? So Salah is one of the best player, and one of the lower center of gravity players. So it's not easy to get certain thing off. You get me? So the man mistake one thing, and it's in a big game, and you're gonna act like he was not the best fullback in the entire league for the entire season so far. You get me? Yes, Salah is very strong, man. He's very strong, man. That was a good, that was a great heads up play by Salah. Salah is good, man. And remember, what we have to understand. This is high level football. What differentiate the toughest players them from the mediocre, the average players, is because they have already pre-programmed it in their heads, so they knew what they're going to do before it even happened. 3, 4 steps ahead. So he just wanted the ball to reach from Allison. He started to run already. So he knew what he was going to do from before, and he was already calculating where he is. I I would love for them to talk on how they scored certain goals, and you would be surprised that he's thinking before the ball even reach him, way before the ball even reach him, what the action he has to do before making it to the goal. So the guy was prepared, man. So give him his credit, man. Good work from Salah there. He's coming off a bad season so far and is high standard. Yes. But Trent made that Cancelo mistake. Him would be on Twitter. Yes, because he made 57 more mistakes, Congo. Cancelo made 2 mistakes for the season. And the 2 mistakes led to goals. And that's why people can talk about them. But this man make a mistake in every game. What a miss versus and great save. Edison saved that JD. Yes. Yes, he made a great save as well. A true attack, yes. The little slide touch. Slide touch. Imaxit football question. Who is the better finisher? Sadio, Mane or Salah? I think Salah is a better finisher than Mane. Yes, I think Salah is a better finisher than Mane. And I think he has more variety of ways. And his close control in dribbling is better than Mane. I think people disrespect Salah a lot. I don't even think it's a comparison, between them. They are two different style of players. But Salah's skill set, dribbling ability, Mane don't have it. Mane is a quick winger. A quick winger. I remembered Mane had one of the fastest hat-tricks in Southampton, and Mane missed 2 sitters in that same game in front of the goal. So it was harder to miss than to score. It was harder to miss it than to score. And Mane missed the ball and he had it under full control. Those are two of the worst misses for him. And he brought that with him at Liverpool. He had some bad misses at Liverpool as well. I think Salah is a beast of a finisher, man. I think people disrespected Salah because True Mane was there before, and Salah came out and be what Mane should have been at the start. Remember, Salah came in, and they were still talking hype on Mane, and Salah came in and just on the go. You understand me? And they start scoring, and Mane was injured at the time. So by time Mane had to come back, Salah was already like a god in Liverpool because that man started off so fast and never stopped. Never stopped. Yes, Salah, no, but Jason, Salah is a far better finisher than Mane. And it's not even close, Jason. I think he's a good finisher comparable to a striker. I think Salah is a good finisher compared to a striker, not a winger. I will move him over to a striking position. No, we're gonna go over it, Drea, because we say we're gonna do 2.5 hours. So no, man, Mane has his own ability, man. Remember we talk about Mane and Jason and the pressing, the trigger pressing, because he was the trigger player in the system. You understand me? Yes, so Salah cannot replicate what Mane does in a pressing system. No, he's nowhere near as good in a pressing system as Mane. That is 100% fact. You understand me? That is 100% fact, Jason. So certain people have skill set, but believe me, man, Jason, man. Come on, man, Jason. So what you say, Mane is a better finisher than Salah and Jason? And that you say, Jason? No, Jason. That you said, Jason. That you worried me about, Jason. All right, guys, in the chat, let me know, Mane or Salah, which one you think is the better finisher? Let me hear what people have to say then, because me, I say, hands down, this guy has been disrespected in England. Salah is by far a better dribbler and a better finisher than Mane. It's not even remotely close. It's not even remotely close. But what Mane brings is the intensity. Okay, he said he's driving, so he's not gonna answer me. All right, take care, big boss. Take care, take care. Um, both of them have different skill sets, but I can tell you, Salah is a better finisher. Salah is a better finisher, and I think Salah can be comparable to strikers, out and out strikers. All right, yes, man, this guy is a talented player, talented. All right, yeah, man, and should be credited. All right, Gerard the fraud must go. Jesus Christ. Salah the best finisher. All right, no problem, no problem. We are gonna try our best to go there. But that was just Liverpool. Hopefully Liverpool use this as a stepping stone to go for great things, because we would love to have that. We're gonna get to Liverpool. We're gonna go to Fulham right after this, and then but we have to go to Shamar right here. We have to go to Shamar right here because this is important. This was important. All right, this was important. I'm gonna put this up for you. I'm going to put this up for you because this was important. Now you're going to realize and respect when I do my assessment. You remember I told you that once this guy comes back, yes, man. But DJ Gigs, I've told you that the eye pressing man is one of the best eye presser in the entire football, in entire football period. So we knew that's why Liverpool fade off, because nobody else can replace that trigger. And Salah can always be free. You understand me? Nobody can unlock Salah, and that's why people in Liverpool team cussing out Salah and not realizing what's happening on the football field. All right. Yes, Salah is more clinical, but you need to put some respect on Mane. No, I only, the problem is, I only picked out the two things that Salah is way above better at. That's all. So I'm very sorry. I'm gonna make sure I attach the good things with Mane in it as well. All right. So this is what I was telling you about, guys. I've said that once let me pull this up, because I don't know why the system giving so much trouble today. So let me pull this up at this point. All right. Yes. So Ignatov came back, Zabalev in the team, and they drew 2-2 derby. So Spartak Moscow versus CSK Moscow. All right, yes. So this is the situation. They have played a little bit different. So they went for Quincy Promise, which Quincy Promise cannot come out of the team. Ignatov in the team is just coming back from injury, and Sobalev in the team. Remember, I told you that they are going to just he's going to come back in the team because they are creating chances. So Shamar was on the bench. He never featured. He never featured. Based on what I saw, he never featured. Let me make sure this, because I never saw him. But obviously he's black, so like myself. So obviously if he came on, I would have actually seen that. So yes, he never came on. He was on the bench. He stayed on the bench. All right. Yes, but because I was watching the recap, that's why. All right. So he never came on, and these players, the coach put them back on the field instant. It is not because they are different. It is based off their performance. It's based off their performance, and he decided that he's going to go back for them instant. And they did put in a good performance overall. I've watched the game, and I like what they did. And I can tell you that Shamar will not start over Ignatov. I don't think he's going to be a starter over Ignatov. He's a good player, guys. He is a better player than what we gave him credit for. So watch out for that, guys. Watch out for that. I told you that once he comes back and he's somewhat fit, they are going to prioritize it more over Shamar. And this is the first game. So let's see around 3-4 more. All right. Yes. So Shamar came in. He played a few games. He looked good in one, which he scored that goal that Quincy Promise back yielded to him, and he scored. That was the only one out of the 3 games that he played so far. I was waiting on this one, but he never got any game in this one, and this was one of the big games. So what I want to ask you guys, what say you on this? All right, because we have to assess it that way. We have to go through and assess it that way. You understand me? Yes. So what say you on this? You think that he's going to get in the team? You think it's early season and he's going to get in the team? Remember, they don't have Europe. So what are they saving him for? I truly believe that this is just a situation. These players are ahead of him in the team's project, and that's why he came from injury and come straight in the team. You understand me? In my estimation still, because I told you that's exactly what would happen. And I saw it happen instant over there. And he's not injured. He was on the bench, but never came on. So let me know, guys. Balaker and the man, if you missed the stream, let me know back in the re-upload. All right? Yes. But he never started. And I think he has to start out shooting Ignatov to get a gain, because Zabalev keep on scoring. So clearly he has a way more better stats than him, and he's putting more effort out on the field at this point than him. So I don't think he's gonna take Zabalev game, but he will take Ignatov's game. In my estimation still. So let me know. So at this point, Shamar finding us a little rough patch there. A little rough patch there. Hopefully he can get that started. All right. Michail Antonio never came on either. All right. Yes, Ian, big up yourself, man. Thanks for being here, big boss. Hope all is well with you. Yes, but I have to point out these things because when I say it before, people said I'm 18 and the players them. So when I'm right and I come back, I have to make sure identify that what I was saying weeks before is actually true. You understand? They simply don't believe Shamar is better than Ignatov. But special edition, but the man deliver more than Shamar. So what you say then? You saw him. You saw Ignatov play. You saw Ignatov played. What would you say then, based on what you saw? Because every time the guy come on, him a assist or him a score, and him a press. He's a big player, you know. He's a big size player, just like Shamar them, you know. But he's pressing a little bit different. I don't know if it's because it's in Europe and he's much more accustomed to Europe than Shamar. Why he's moving a little bit different. I don't know. I don't know. You understand me? But I could have said it because I am looking at football in plays and the transition. And I'm saying that if he comes back, you know, he's going to get the game over Shamar, you know. You get me? Yeah, okay. So Special Asian said he's very active. So well, Shamar just need to pull up him socks and make sure when he comes on, he scores. Not just scoring, you know, but score to get you more time on the pitch. Because that is important, you know. Remember, because he's behind them, because Ignatov and those guys have scored so much, it's hard for him to get outright over them. So score, and then when you get a chance to play, you know, you try to be as effective as possible, press as long as possible, and just try your best. Because it might end bad if the man go on and score three, four, five more goals. I think you're going to be in problem because they're going to always get more seized in the team, and you're going to struggle to get back in the team. That's how seasons start, you know, guys. It's how a man starting the season. You know, the coach shuts him a little bit more, and he keeps on giving him a little bit more game, and he's taking all of that track record. You get me? And he's learning along the way. He's learning along the way. So he's gonna invest in that man a little bit more, because he's gonna say, okay, this man might have a bad game. Shamar just came back, played 3 games. He had 2 bad games and 1 good game. We tried him in 3 different formations, and he only succeeded in 1. All right. So let me go back to the evil that I know right here, because he played 16 games, scored 9 goals, 4 assists, and he had a 8.5 in almost every game. So let me go back to him. That's how they calculate. Everything is analytics in foreign countries. So and I think I hate them Shamar, because and we cannot bring in the black thing. We cannot bring in the black thing. You know why? Quincy Promise is the best player on the team, and he's black. Quincy Promise is the best player on the team, and he's black. All right. Yes. So we cannot go with the black thing right here. Good day, Liverpool. How are you doing, man?
Good day, my boss. What go on?
Me there, man. What go on, brother?
All right. At least you're not nothing bad about my side.
So brother, we not chop up the thing on a reason. So
Look here, enough people not give them a chance, but they don't understand the thing between them two coaches and them two teams, brother. Even though City are play, so City take Liverpool for granted and say, yo, they know Liverpool have rise from them.
Yeah, but I thought that City showed them more respect, though. I think other teams don't show them so much respect. Smaller teams,
because
you know.
them no let them no make City play them game. None of them no play them game.
Yeah, okay, and
None of them no play them game because City no press we like we know they would normally press that team and we not play City like we normally play them toe to toe. We just sit back and just cut off the space that they always have. Because if you see on the left side, not go on the left side, you know. The left side completely dry up, you know. Kevin De Bruyne around 2 cross, Kevin De Bruyne making a whole game, you know.
No, man, your style, Kevin De Bruyne. Him 2 cross, him making a game.
We not style, man, bro. Stop.
No.
You love take things personal about style, brother.
But
the man lock off completely out of the
you call me on the show, you know, and you call me talk about Liverpool when I actually done talk about Liverpool for half of the show, you know.
You so can't done talk about Liverpool,
I
brother.
done because I have to finish the stream. I have 116 other people
brother,
detail.
Liverpool and City conversation stop,
no,
brother.
We are talking about, brother, I'm in a business. I know that the people come here for the people come to talk about everything. So we talk about Liverpool. All right, you know, let me give you 5 minutes. Just say what you say and go on my business. Because I have to talk about Jamaican player now. I need to talk about the Jamaican player because I can't stretch it over next video. You understand me? So I know why you come here.
What is you talk about Jamaican
other player plays? No. You cannot come on the show and this. You're Jamaican. You cannot disrespect the Jamaican player, then, brother. What you mean? The man them play. Okay, so I just Liverpool alone play. How much Jamaican play on Liverpool team? How much Jamaican play on City team? None. None. All right.
What do you mean?
How much Jamaican play on Liverpool and City team? What them there? You find them? They play for Jamaica? I'm not in a war with a big man. Just say what you say. So you think your team are go? Your team are gonna move?
Brother, brother, no. You're above being in the league, brother. Why you take personal
but me understand. But me try to tell you, say, me think you talk about one of the Jamaican players, then become just a talk about Shamar and the trap conversation.
JD. I no disrespect, but there's nothing to talk about. No,
but we can't have a series say a Jamaicans abroad and then me and me not talk about a Jamaican. I cannot do that. I cannot do that, brother. I stick to my rules. Then I cannot disrespect people, brother.
The artist Jamaican player right now, Whisper.
Oh God, Jesus God! Why is this?
Whisper, I forgot to talk about.
Whisper playing in Premier League. Whisper playing in Premier League. Whisper playing. Well, BLA playing in Premier League.
Jamaica ball.
Well, that's a problem. Nobody. We are develop a better culture. We want Jamaica football be better. So what we have to start from is to talk about people when them not do good. So when them do good, we don't come like bandwagonists. No, well, me and a wagonist. Me want to talk about the players them, even when them not do good. So me don't know what you talk about. What is wrong with this?
Talk about you when you're at, brother. People talk about you when you're at.
DJ gigs, don't even bother paying the mind.
Just like your show. Look at them. All right, me soon gone, but just like your show, and you people talk about, because you alone at.
Nobody with it. I'm
going Jamaica. When Jamaica play one match, some vlogger can do a live.
Oh my God.
You do live already.
Oh my God.
You do live half season in a season.
No, but it's
someone just can't do live
because of football may talk and football play right through the season, and what me do is different from where people are normally do. So that better tell you say. So just stop them fools.
Some man just gonna do a live when they use one player get passport or different. I'm going time and come out and give people information.
How we are throw word pan now, man? But on love wars, man.
Me not throw my word pan, brother. Some man just do a live when they see one article. Somebody talk one Jamaican player this or that.
Yeah,
you come out and
you know that I did 2 shows today. I did the under 17. I did 2 full shows today, and I did the early 1 o'clock show. I did the one after that show. 2 World Cup show. Me have to do today over Imaxit, and then come over here for do this because the people say I have to do the video because me I run because City lose. So me I tell them no. Me just did have my kid yesterday, so that's why me never come on. Me never do nothing at all yesterday. You know, so
All right.
people want the content, so we bring
All
out the
right.
content on. So that's a major there's a stop mash up my content. Tell me what you think
Me
about
not much of a
Shamar.
content.
Tell me what you think about
I just
Shamar.
right, yeah.
So big
I
man, me
just
ask a
I just
question
trip.
about other teams. Me no want to hear about Liverpool and
Oh,
City. Me no want to hear about me no want to hear about Liverpool or City. Me want to hear about we talk about the Jamaican play them. You think say we Shamar they know at the right place for him, or you not check up on that? Let me know.
Jano, the only time Shamar. It's a joke. Me not really watch the league or Shamar. You know?
Yes.
Me can't see comments on it. Me not watch the league, the brother.
Oh,
Cause
shit.
me rate Messi for a long time. Me rate Messi for a long time. Me just see Messi play. Cause me not watch Farmers League, you know. So me watch the Cup La Liga. And me watch AC and Inter Milan. This way you go. I don't really watch them Farmers League, the brother. So wait, Farmers League and Shamar in a second tier on Farmers League. So because no watch the league, the brother.
Okay, but me have watch all the league man become. Remember, me say me not like take waste people time, you know. So me say me have to do it something. Me have a series where me have to come and do it. Me have to go watch the games. All if a crocodile or walk in a league, me have to come and watch it.
That's why I have to big up. That's why I have to big up man like you, a man like Simon, a man like I am sure. And to some extent, me big up Ryan. Ryan really cover a league them, but you know he's a Liverpool man, so I have to big him up.
Okay.
But some of them better and go when the information come out.
So you
Them just come out like and some of information.
You're biased to Ryan because he's a Liverpool fan.
I'm a Ryan a real youth, man. Ryan, Ryan
never said,
it is, man.
I never said Ryan is not a real youth. I've never said that, bro. I've just said you said
never said that.
The reason why treat my Liverpool fan. So sometimes you just have to put your bias in it as well. That you try to tell me.
Yeah, we have a bias sometimes. We just from a bias, man. Tell us about bias. You know?
All right, big boss. So no, but no, appreciate
like, if you ask me, if you ask me, say who best analyst in the world, me I go say me.
Okay.
A bias that me know me, but
you know, so you could have become a star. A true, you want big, you want big back TV. You don't want flat screen TV, and you think you did superstar. You know why you not become a star? You know? You see it, and they are complaining about other people. You were one of the vloggers then before. You know, you could have turned a star, you know, but you make a woman, and because of big back TV.
You know? No man, nothing like that. But as I said, still, me don't really know what apart from Leon Bailey and Michail Antonio. There's really not much going on with the Jamaican bar them.
No man, things are going, man.
And
Things are going, man.
Blake, I say Andre Blake win something when win every year and can't move. It's like a picnic get exam every year and can't left from grade 6.
But Carla, that's not the way it works. You know. The Premier League and English Premier League is not the same. The Premier League and no, hold on, the Premier League and MLS is not the same thing, you know.
JD.
Yes, we're here, Carla.
When I talk one regular, you say Carla. Me not regular, brother. You have to address me by my name, brother.
All right, let's finish up a point so I can get on with me showing a big man. Because you just come here a bad me up and answer a thing, you know? And see Carla come in, other cars are coming in, you know? So, I don't know. I can't
them want to talk to man. And if you have a three-way, them want to talk to. But anyway, bless up yourself still, man.
All right, then call back the next show. Call back the next show, yeah? Respect, yeah, man.
Sometime when you see my comments, me I watch COA, you know, but sometimes
yeah, man, you sell me out, you know? What do you think, big boss? All right.
You know no value, brother. I'm to sell you out.
What? All right, later, big man. Later.
All right.
Romy, look at my drink, you know, guys. Romy, look at my drink. All right, let me take the next call. My God, man, my God. A stream in trouble. Guys, make sure if you missed it, the like button, hit the like button. Let we aim because we're going up to 2.5 hours, 30 more minutes. We take the call here and then we go through the rest of the players. Duckland, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. All right. Yeah, so make sure we're trying to aim for 150 likes because we're gonna do 2.5 hours. So let me see if we can get 60 likes in that little half an hour period, and then we're out of here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining the channel. We have always tried to do exactly what we say, and you're not going to get certain thing from us. All right? Yes. So if that's what you want from us, you can don't subscribe because we're not going to give you certain things. All right? Yes, we are going to always stick on football analysis, straightforward analysis, no go on corner. All right. If we see that, we see it. If you don't see it, then we have an argument on it. That's it. Period. That's what we strive to be. All right. Yes. Yes, he said, I no pagan is him said me don't have no value. So him can't tell me. JD FIFA 23 on deck. All right. Guys, what I'm going to do, we have to find a day that we introduce the but tell you what, the first series I'm gonna drop is a 20-minute series introducing you to Jamaica being great again. This week, Friday to drop. Friday, the content crack hour it's gonna be dropping. So look out for that, guys. It's gonna be hot because someone a test my faith in the chat. I come and go out. I'm a big top player. All right, big up yourself, Arden. How you doing? The girl them champagne down the lane.
Yeah, man, I mean, they're going to always a blame, you know, because them say me can't be team. Yeah, evening, me general, afternoon, you know, good night, yeah.
So where are
Yeah,
you?
JD, so may I listen to your program because right now, the way I work, I'm in a state, it's like, come the evening time, just the time go bed and go and sleep all and thing there, you see it, so
Mm-hmm.
may I say, when I listen to your program, I saw me get my information, you know, so it is a good thing to know say even although the Jamaican player them now to go on with nothing around them now to push no fire,
Mm-hmm.
you still a give away update, you still a give away the update pan them I may appreciate that and respect that, you see it. Because you're a blogger with a difference, you know, because certain blogger in a JD, you go when player they for farm and them a shine, you know, you hear they come up with some little videos, some little half an hour videos, some 20-minute video and anything there, you see, but he's a man
God.
who
Boy,
deal with the thing
boy,
whether them a shine.
boy, so it's a beating vlogger day to rotted me, I tell you. Let me
No,
tell you, big
no, man.
boss, big boss. Everybody just different. Everybody just different. I have a different purpose. My purpose is me come here, me do a live stream, I put everything in the live stream. I don't know if the other vlogger only have 20 minutes out of them day. You understand me? Yes, so I can't speak on that. But if you assess that, you have to just either speak to them, let them know, say you want more from them. If them cannot give it to you, then if them cannot give it to you, and they had solely something first for you to subscribe, then you can call them out. So what if them solely a dream to say a 20-minute video alone me that do? Are you sure about that?
Well,
Because me have to
but,
ask you that, you know, because I can't just make you
no,
say it, yeah.
but hold on. If you have a product, I go come on the market. You have to advertise. You have to advertise, make people know about it. Oh,
Yes,
so,
yes.
some of them man, and have not. You listen to me, man. That's why I say for them. Some of them think not everyone, you know. Some of them think don't organize, brother. Because sometimes they come, they give you 50 minutes, the next time they give you 25 minutes, and all them things. There. You never know when they might come on. All right, I'm gonna show you something. You see my bedroom here, Teddy Lee. Every minute you see Teddy Lee come on. You come on like maybe once a week or once a month. Breaking news, breaking news. And when we are looking for breaking news, and when the other blogger them already Teddy to tell you breaking news. You understand? So
So I saw
yeah, so
I tell you come about no.
no man, no man. I just want me to show you, man.
Yeah, but
Teddy good, man. Teddy good, man.
Teddy never came up and said, people, Teddy Bear Lee here, and I am going to be a Reggae Boyz blogger. Teddy Lee literally say him aga be what him want to be. He's not out here to be anything what people want him to be. So like oh we are for the people. Teddy's for himself.
Oh,
Teddy only do
okay.
what he
So
want to do. So Teddy will do
all right.
politics tomorrow, Reggae Boyz tomorrow, and talk about
Okay.
space. Talk about
All,
three
oh,
alien in a
oh, oh,
space. So
oh.
Teddy never. That's what I ask you. If that's what someone sold
Oh.
to you, that it's very much in the
Min-
context is important. You know what someone sold to
Yeah,
you
yeah,
is
yeah,
important. You get me? Yes.
yeah. Anyway, me don't have no problem with that with telling me I do politics and community service and then stuff there. Me don't have no problem with that, you know. See? But you see, when you talk to him back, yes, when you talk to him back again, tell him says he have a style when come with, but breaking news. And when we are listening to breaking news, and something we hear all one day before. You understand?
So big boss. So what happened? Teddy a good YouTuber because you know that Teddy are the only vlogger report that my channel got shut down and put my link in the channel. So I respect Teddy more than everybody else. You understand me?
Yeah, man, me not say nothing about Teddy. Me not say no, man.
Me never say I say something bad, but so me try to tell you, say it's all in the advertisement. So it Teddy tell you say him a people boss. Him not care about nobody. Him only say people boss for no reason.
Okay, all right. Me understand it now. You see, you explaining to me now, so me get that. You see it? Yeah, so
Teddy come out.
So yeah, man. So yeah, man. Me understand that now. You see,
actually like Teddy a good youth, you know. You get me? A good youth, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Me taking Teddy enough time, man. Cause Teddy don't really know where he want one time, you know. So he might understand the thing, you know. Cause one time he want to pay local. Now he want to pay professional. So he kind of mix up, but in good state. Anyway, JD, what me I say now? You see? Yeah, hear me?
Mm-hmm. Not me, I hear you. Everybody, I hear you. You depend on the line. You know?
All right, everybody.
Me, I wonder if you.
All right, everybody. So
hold on.
You
never know you depend on the line. You can't talk to me directly, and you never
no,
know.
Man, me know me depend it, but true. Me phone Mark connect. No, JD, don't try to set me up for the JD.
No, because I have to make sure. Oh, you mean me
no.
try to set up? Me I say me have to make sure you know say depend on the line. So kind of look
yeah,
like.
Yeah, man, me depend on the line. Me know, man.
Okay. All right.
Me know, man. That's what I tell you say the program because me not really getting on information really. Over here, so we all get information. We have to go all out to get information. So me I say, man like you, we are do your job. We respect that. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. I mean, me know say your program is everything, but Simon coaches this, you know, Eddie Guna, yeah, Ryan, me rate everybody, you know, cause them bring things where we overseas, we them know make we know we're going in a Jamaica, and you make we know we're going in a Europe, and also Jamaica too, cause you start do this the football thing, which I love that, straight up. So me just want big up a man. Me just call this big up a man and say yes, brother. And you that give me that little kid little while when you give some information about the Jamaican player they were playing in Europe and this bridge that can cut the thing star and make us go to one different sitting, brother. See?
Yeah.
Me enjoy it, you know, cause me lie down here saying no, brother. I eat two American apple and I enjoy it. Come on, whether they do good yes or no, JD. Whether they do good yes or no, that me like with you. You always bring facts. I love that, brother.
Yeah, but
you know, make up nothing. You know, add on, you know, put on. I love that.
But that's where
you
the
conversation.
That's what the conversation starts from.
So,
you know.
I just say to you, man, just continue, man, and do your thing, man, and bless up yourself, JD,
yeah, man. Respect and thanks to the continued support, big boss. Yeah.
That's your word, man. Just go and do your thing, brother. We are enjoying.
Yeah, man. We not take no more call from the one Romy in Liverpool. You know, but because today I was his day for them to gloat, so we just give him that day, you know. Yeah. So yeah, man. Respect, big boss. Yeah. Okay. RD and the girl them champion gone down the lane. All right. Yes. No, man. Teddy a good youth, John. Teddy a good youth. Teddy have a good pure soul, you know. Yeah, man. Me actually like Teddy's behavior. You know, Teddy him mad to some extent, but yo, no Teddy alone. Teddy no day here for defend himself, people. When they stop disrespect the youth that way, all right? When they stop disrespect the youth that way, all right? The youth a good guy. Good guy, man. Marcella, big up yourself. Look out for Teddy breaking news tomorrow. Breaking news. Jesus God. Yeah, so we have a few players in a bad situation. Michail Antonio, he never played. He never played, right? Yes, never played in the Southampton game. I've watched this game to what close up to the end. Obviously, sometimes situation is like I had a feeling that Shamar wouldn't play. I was not sure if Michail Antonio wouldn't come on. He was coming off the flu. So I expected him to get even 15 minutes or something. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait until next week to judge. If he doesn't play next week, then I know it's some problem. But normally he will play. Drea, he will play more than Shamar 100%. He will play more than Shamar because he have a bigger stake in West Ham, and he actually delivers something on the work ethic side. I think when it comes on to him and running, it's completely different. You understand me? The thing with West Ham now, West Ham start bringing in top world class talent or world level talent. All right, they're trying to bring in world level talent. So that world level talent that they're trying to bring in, they are trying to play three different systems. They are trying to play three up front, Skamaka by himself, and Michail Antonio adjoined by two. So they're trying to change up their thing. So that's teams that's trying to go into transition to try become a top 6 team consecutively. So that's what they're trying to do at this point. Obviously, it might not work because the competitive edge in the Premier League is steep. So it might not work, but that's what they're trying to do. So when you don't see Michail Antonio not playing, I don't think it has nothing to do with his form or anything. It just have to do with what the path of the club, and they're saying it. They're telling you what they're doing. So it's not like no one making up stories. They're telling you, and they're doing it on the field at the same time. You saw in Europe they tried to go with a fluid forward rather than none of the big strikers. They tried to go with fluid players. Paquita playing as a central forward. You understand me? He's a central midfielder. But they believe that he could have joined the others with the system that they're trying to go with. So let's see still. Wait until the next game, then we can give you some more update on him. But he never played either. All right. Good day, Bossy. You calling back?
Yeah, man, I want him to say, I never get to finish. I want him to finish.
But are you hung up, you know? I never nobody hung up, you know. So to me, I understand where you hung up.
A bad connection, man.
All right.
Bad connection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what may I say? One to Cataract.
Oh, can I know what happened to Cataract? Cataract have his own phone. He's a one big man or something.
Oh no, I know that man. From Simon take back his station and kick back Cataract in the dance hall. Me no hear nothing from him again. He might make no plate and no hour. Me no hear nothing. That's why me ask. Cause you know say normally company program.
I don't know nothing about him, man. He has my number. I have his number, but I am a busy person because the one thing I hate more than anything else is people in Jamaica telling me that they are busy. Sometimes I can't even shut my eye to how busy I am, and I'm always the one have to be calling and texting people. Why? You understand me?
Yeah.
I'm one of the most busy person you can find. So I would not do that, you know. Not saying that's what he did, but people always try to do that to me, and I can't. I don't know what in Jamaica, what so much things in Jamaica where you have to find to do, to tell people that you're busy. Oh, that possible. You don't have weather problems in Jamaica. You don't have certain things, so it's automatic for you to easier be accessible to people. We here you have weather problems, so weather alone can make you be busy. You understand me?
Okay.
Yeah. So see him just checking in the chat there. So him there a long time I watch, but true you talk about him now. Him appear like Voldemort, you know? Yeah.
Oh, okay, cause 2 years I appeared 9-9 him a play now at Jamaica. 9-9 he cut down play now. That's why I made that wonder, cause now wonder what him making good. Cause I not see him come for no program again, and you know.
You hear that? You hear this? JD, a foreign alone people can busy. What this man? In the year, no, I'm just saying. Me realize said them people have a problem with listening. You know? Me talk about people telling me that they are busy. That's what I talk about. Period. You get me? Yes. So me not care what you want to say. My God, are you in there feeling some man? I want you, brother.
Anyway, JD. One, me ask you to do something from other day, you know.
What you ask me to do now? What you ask me to do?
That me say the player them in England, they when me hear say like interested to play for Jamaica, and them must sort out them papers and them stuff there. But I like to do a thing pan all them thing there. And more you give me an update on Javan Anderson from Lazio. Javan Anderson. More you do a thing pan him. Because I hear nothing about that youth there again. But they hear about him I think a couple months ago, and from that I hear nothing more about
Javan Anderson.
So, more no mind if I could hear something about it.
Javan
Touch on
and
it further
listen.
and
All right,
then,
all right. Yeah, man. Respect. Let me call back. Ian. Yo, big man. Weather out here, no. Only between you have a storm season, Eddie. People teach us about weather patterns. All right, you cannot use excuse when you don't have any weather patterns. When rainfall, people have to go work here. If snow freeze down the whole place, and you have to go work. If a car can't move, you have to go work. So weather patterns are extremely don't Eddie. Nobody in this world and done. Don't compare Jamaica with weather patterns than with nowhere else in a them European countries. Yeah. Don't do it, Eddie. I try defend yourself. If you want to can out people every time and talk about the busy more than nobody, and me sure no more busy than me. I'm more punctual than you know, and that's the problem. But you know, I try win in everything. I went down, you know. When you not have behavior problem, when you still want to get the rights in a behavior problems. It's bad. When you have bad behavior, when the attitude must change. I'm tired of it. I mean, I talk everybody in Jamaica. I talk to the people when me know, like Eddie and them man there, you know, and the rest. Enough season there, Jamaica, JD, breadfruit, mango, aki season. Yeah. Yeah, because the man are coming and fight me. Or what this a foreign alone season exist, brother. Just stop the line, man. They man act like a foreign me come from. Not Jamaica, my band. Me not spend almost 25 years in Jamaica. So what this man a talk about? Like me, I'm big idiot. Once you work with kids and family, you're busy. Think we idle. All right, say what you want to say then. So how busy I can be. I have family, I have work, I have this, I have woman, I have pitney. No, that's one like a two woman may have. No. I have a family done. So they don't put the pitney and the woman different because it seems that me have other outside woman, which I don't. All right. Yes, good day, caller. Let me come out of them slack argument there. How you doing, sir, Ian?
no.
But I mean, tell you, them shows, you know, man. Them shows they always turn out into something else, you know. Yeah, because true, me go say something. Yeah, but Ian, so we have say big boss, because me can't mother, me can't mother.
Topic of Jamaican players overseas. I want to touch on two players that are performing better than all the other Jamaican players, right? That I have been highlighted enough. One of them is Johnson Clark Harris. All right, he's one that I want to touch on. He's the top goal scorer in League One currently. He has scored 10 goals in 14 games, 2 team of the week, 2 assists. The only drawback is that he has missed 8 big chances. I so far score ranking of 7.39, right? These are players that we have to highlight because they're performing for their teams overseas. Unlike other players that are bench warmers.
Okay, and people that are bench warmers, who out here is bench warmer? Me not understand where you throw your shades. Who you call bench warmer? Michail Antonio, me call bench warmer?
No, I shall call no name. No, I shall call no name.
No, but remember, I had explained something. But remember, it's a reggae boy that I will add Johnson them guys to it. No problem. I will try my best to add it to it every week. No problem. But we. Mm-hmm.
No, the thing is that you have to respect all the players. Respect them as in you don't call their names when they're not performing. Creditably, right? You encourage them versus discredit them or to you can't really highlight them when you're not performing well because it will be the.
Oh no, but I have to tell people the situation, and then when it happens, like the other day, look, for instance, misinformation can go out there. The other day, I literally did a video on Junior Flemmings, and I said that the reason why Junior Flemmings got called up to the squad is simply because no one else was existing. Simple, because the
Okay.
other players them gone on international duties or gone on international break, so they never had persons to pick from. So they had to call on their extended squad. So kids get called up in the squad. So if the reason, oh, we are gonna know if Junior Flemmings can make the real squad is when the other guys them come back the following week, and the next week he's not in the squad. So I had to bring those things to the people to show them that I'm correct in my assessment, because I'm trying to get to people to ask questions. I'm not just trying to rush to build a video for video sake. You get me? Because remember, I have my credibility on the line,
Yeah.
You understand me? So that's why
Yeah.
I do put
The
them
next,
back in it. It's not to bring down not to bring down the players. It's just to inform the public on what's really going on.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Next player on the touch on is Javon Brown. He's also in League One, and I think the most informed Jamaican player anywhere in the world right now.
All right.
Right?
So what we have to ask you then? These players from
So,
League. All right, continue. Finish
let
it.
me-
Yes.
so he has played 13 games. He has scored 8 goals. He has 7 assists. That's 16 goal contributions per him, right? In 13 games. 2 team in a week. No big chances missed. So essentially, he has scored all the goals that come his way, right? And a super score of 7.6. These are things that we can't ignore, because man playing in remember, you know, Ivan Tony started out in League One now. He top scored in League One, and Jamaica did not look at him. Right? He went to the championship, top score again. It's when he reached Premier League, people start harping about him. Right? But he was in League One the same way, and top scorer in League One. Then him go championship and do the same thing. So my thing is that a player like Javon Brown is currently our most informed player that has Jamaica passport. Right? And Johnson Clark is looking at his Jamaican passport. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So these are players that we have to actually look on, because they are playing very good football. You understand?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you're enough,
Yeah.
fair enough. But I wanted to ask you additional questions, because remember, you brought a good point to say that. Remember, but I brought out that point, when the same Tony came up, when I said why they never reached out to him from earlier, because he was a shining light from earlier, and this is the exact stage that I was actually talking about. So you said you would rather call them up now for them to show them to show that they have interest in these players, even if you're at that level and coming up, because it's a higher level than the JPL then, basically. So why would you not want to call them to show them the interest from now until they made the second step up?
It's also a higher league than the USL. League One to me is equivalent to probably MLS. I think it's the same level as MLS. So we can't undermine League One, because remember, England is the best league in the world, right? And League One is probably equivalent to our MLS, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we can't undervalue players in League One. Yeah.
Okay.
We have to highlight. Anyway, Jay, that's my 2 cents.
All right, but valid point. Respect and thanks. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So that was Ian, guys. We have said we are trying to aim for 150 in the next 30 minutes. And we actually reach 30 minutes and we don't get one more like on the video. So I guess you guys doing a little bad behavior today. So if you forgot the like button, guys, smash the like button. We are not going to go over if the like is not out there. Yes, maybe because I'm taking too much calls, that's why you don't hit the like. So let me make one big jump in the like and go over 100 and let it look like we're doing something here, all right? Because we think we're doing something that's creditable enough to get the amount of like that we required, all right? So get the likes on the video, and definitely thanks to all of the people that subscribe. We have reached the 2,300. Yes, which should not be hard, because we had started the program with our own 9 less subscribers, so we only got 9 subscribers in 2 hours. Not bad. but not the greatest still. But thanks all the personnel them that actually subscribe. Yes, we are trying to go back to 20,000. We have a far way to go. And you realize now for yourself, Jamaica, if content alone can't bring me there. I have to cover more content overall. That's what I told you guys from the last time. And now you're realizing I'm teaching you everything that I've said, for years now, All right. So at least you can't say I was lying. Continue, Sir Teddy. How are you doing?
Yeah, evening, my afternoon.
Big up, Teddy.
Yeah, man, yeah, right. You know it's a war come war. But first, all right, so basically I scroll through nobody never call. So me don't go say nobody never call me like that one. So I scroll through YouTube, I watch some politics, then this is a program live. So I decide to come over, boom, me hear my name a call. So like me I live long.
So you came in
No,
equally as the time, clearly close to the time when someone called your name?
yeah, me see my name a call. Me I say, I want to go on, So I want to go on, why then me see somebody else say me a break stay, the man them say. I want to go on, by the way. What them I say?
Teddy, it's simple. I call in, and I've given you the utmost praise, Teddy. If you watch the clip back, no one disrespected you, Sir Teddy. No one. The man just said him cannot bother with certain vloggers and this and that because some man come out with different news and still. I thought he was talking on other vloggers aside from yourself. But I explained to him, I said to him, what you have to factor in is what people sell themselves as. Me coming out here, you expect me to be an analytical person, a person trying to do deep dive on every matter. So I'm not going to just come here and throw it off a 0-minute video because I want some views or something. I will put out video if it's necessary to show an action and stop there. But I will come and further the conversation because I'm a detailed person. So I will try to look that type of audience. But I know you and I respect you, and I never heard you sold yourself as interested in YouTube. So I said to the person, Teddy not really busy about nothing. Teddy, we'll talk about space and then talk about Reggae Boyz tomorrow and then they try droning. Talk about droning the next time. You understand me? Because it don't really matter what him interested to talk about. Him interested to talk about. But him never know. He may think you're just like a vlogger. So that's why he call your name there. So
yeah, so when I said them said that me I break stale news, like what am I talking about?
Okay. So that's why I said you do things on your own time because he said because all the one Teddy. So Teddy, you could have pulled up the video,
but to give example, when I say for tell him to give example, like what's stale news.
So why me have to explain what he must say when you could have pulled up the video and hear the caller say himself, Teddy, you have gauge up on the video where you can just pull up, and hear the man say, me have to try to find a way of a term it back when the man say it already. Dep on the same video, just pull up the video, man. But the man them say sometimes you just build a video. Yeah, me know.
Yeah, me build means a youth when me not go out, me tell them already me not to go off of views. Like people say, why I do video area? But I build video for my own time, like but want to know what stale news are that we are talking about, like what stale news, But anyways, Ian Campbell, like me not know, like me not know about the brother. Where am I talking about? Like just I don't know. Where am I talking about? In the farm, where am I talking about?
Teddy, why you call me for ask me what am I talking about? So Teddy in the shop is call you when you know what you want to talk about.
Address him. So for so you make a comment say Brown and Johnson Clark. Or him said them are the most informed players with Jamaican passport.
Yes, he's saying they're the most informed strikers at this point that can play for Jamaica, and that is actually accurate at this point.
That can play for Jamaica, like
yes, like ready to play for Jamaica. Cataract, don't just see somebody calling the phone, Cataract. You can't call in no more, brother. Have a little respect now. So
yeah, you more Cataract
yes, so you cannot call in. Cataract, you cannot call in now. Wait until the phone finishes and then I will call.
I don't have me on the call with Cataract.
No, I understand. I'm going to give you your time and then I will call back Cataract. Cataract, need to have respect. He might call to take you off. But no, finish your point, sir. We will call him after.
All right, so first and foremost, I think you have other informed strikers who can play for Jamaica.
And who are those strikers, sir? Who are those strikers?
Let me name the R. For example, I think With the guy run a championship, I don't think, maybe him now want to play for Jamaica, but I think him must be 30 some. But anyways, we have Gray. Alright, so basically, we want to know where Mr. something there can talk about. Players who have played with Jamaica already, or you might
Teddy, I
include
think you need
players
to
when
pull it up.
where
I
might
think
talk about?
he meant everybody that can play. Some of these players
So,
that we need to be
so
looking.
and where might say, so
Teddy, the
Javon Brown and yeah,
Teddy, the context was maybe he saw my show and he realized I'm talking about the main players that's in the team. So you wanted me to add players to the team because he's saying it's demoralizing when you're talking about some of the players them not getting games. So I had to explain to him that I do follow-ups on players and they're already in the team. If I can add someone else, I will add someone else, which I will add these two players that they're talking about. That's all. That's all.
But for a serious level, the forward line of blessed already. We told we're not this somebody. Yeah, people are saying he's a Jamaican, but Javon Brown now right now not on Mr. Boza level or Michail Antonio level or Andre Gray level or I don't know where even we are blessed forward line.
Teddy, he's trying to say that these are the locations that you have to spot a talent from early because Jamaica don't have the pull to get big players when they are already big. You understand me? So you're not.
Yeah, so how old is Mr. Brown, Javon Brown? Because I see people compare Tony with Brown. How old is Mr. Brown? Or Mr. Johnson Clark, or because we need to know, you know? What's their age?
I'm gonna put it in
before we can start compare, you know.
Boy, I tell us Teddy, man.
No, because potential, I think Tony in around 24 or something like that.
Javon Brown at 28 years at this point.
And Tony is how much? Ivan Tony.
Tony around 26, around that side, Teddy. Okay, them take with Teddy. Teddy should do a brand. All right, so Teddy look like him have some issues, some connecting issues. All right, so let me call him back before we call back Cataract. So once we do that, we are gonna finish the show here. Yes, because it looks like we cannot get over the rest of the so 26. I said 26 and Brown 28. But let me get back Teddy. Because you cannot, you know, I try to make sure everyone can get their points across, you know. Yeah, there is no comparison. Both players were called for Catalonia game. Can't listen to Teddy. All right. It look like Teddy have some issues. Yes, so let me see. Let me make sure I can tell the people thanks for the 100 if we reach 100. We have passed 100 likes. Thanks very much for the 100 likes. Yes, so if we don't say it until the end, at least you still get it. So thanks very much, and thanks to all the persons to subscribe. We still need 18,000 people to subscribe. All right. Yes, so I'm gonna see if those 18,000 people exist in Jamaica's field. You know, I don't want to, when I'm doing a 80 video, then I get 1,000 subscribers in one day. I need to get it from Jamaica because I have done enough Jamaican videos or more Jamaican videos, you know. There is no comparison. Both players were called. All right. Clark Harris. All right. So Mr. Cataract never answers his phone. All right. Yep. So sorry about that, guys. We had Michail Antonio and others not getting any game at this point. I'm gonna wait an extra week to see how that works out. All right. So Teddy calling back. So let's take the Teddy call, and then Mr. Cataract can call back if he wants. But we cannot do over 23 minutes, so we are done within 3 hours. So yeah, but we can't take a call now, Cataract, because Teddy called back. So Teddy, what are you saying?
Yeah. So my call never. I don't know what go on. Why?
No, it just chop off. It just chop off, Teddy. I called you back, Teddy. I called you back. You know me not disrespect you none at all, brother. Say if it cannot be me chop off the call.
I never Cataract call and cut me off then.
No.
Okay.
It is not Cataract cut you off. It's not Cataract cut you off. All right, none at all.
Or it's just coincidence that
yes. Sometimes things like that can happen. things like that can happen in life, and we don't have to resort to killing people. All right, it's just we just don't know what
So you say
happened.
you have 23 minutes left, that you say?
Yes. So there's me that tell
Oh,
somebody to
no,
have
man, I
23
think we
minutes.
need more. But all right,
No,
so
we don't need them
all right,
more. We don't need them more. Okay, if you say me have
all right, so
43, a man I go
Tony,
call I want
Ivan Tony
55.
is
You know?
yeah. So you say Ivan Tony are 26 and Mr. Brown is what 28.
Yes, 28, yes.
So
We will
basically,
call you back
Ivan
after
Tony maybe
cataract.
they
We
are
will call you
tear up.
back right after. Right after. So
Yeah.
just keep your
So
phone
basically,
right beside the
Ivan
cataract.
Tony.
Oh,
Yeah.
one second,
So
Teddy.
basically,
One second,
yeah.
Teddy. Cataract, Teddy said he's not going to stay on the phone with you. So we're going to just make Teddy finish his conversation. Then we call you back. And whatever left out of the 23 minutes, if you want to take
Yeah, cataract not
time out.
ready. Cataract is not a ready phone. Yeah. So basically, so Brentford was in the League One what 3 years ago or something like that? Or 2 years ago?
Brentford, no, man, it has to be around almost 2 seasons them in the Premier League, you know. So them have been in League
Yeah,
One
so 2
4 years ago. 4
2
years.
season championship.
Yeah, four
So
4.5 years.
basically
4.5 years, around 5 seasons now.
So
I don't know.
so basically it was steering our League One, it was 22.
Mm-hmm.
And so what was my reasoning in the past? Basically, I say I'm not in favor of League One players, but if they're young and they showing potential, we'd select them. So, this are Jamal Brown or Johnson Clark Harris, but they are not better than the Ivan, Mr. Michail Antonio, Boza, Andre Gray. And me, if we can show, I don't know, show a core work in there too, you know? Yeah.
Okay.
I even kind Paris as Jamal Lowe as if a forward we are talking about. You know what I mean? I even Kemar Roof. It's like everybody forget about Kemar Roof. I don't understand Jamaicans over. You know, so I don't understand the man them. All of a sudden Kemar Roof not good again.
I'm telling you,
I
didn't hear anyone said camera roof is no good, you know. I didn't hear that
no,
at all.
But when I see people leap forward, Mr. Johnson Clark and Javon Brown, and like, I don't understand. Forget about Andre Gray and remember Andre Gray basically what game he play for Jamaica around 4 or 5, and I think he got 3 or 2 goals.
No man, Andre Gray played more than 5 games. More than 5 games.
No man.
Andre Gray might be
Jamal Lowe.
Yeah, Jamal Lowe played less games because he was not available a lot of times, you know.
But look at him goal ratio that I think he play almost 5 and score 2. So that shows say, you know, he might do well. But what I try to say, when I this Javon Brown or Mr. Johnson Clark Harris, but Boza, Mr. Michail Antonio, and others, Andre Gray and others ahead of those players now. Just really. Even Kemar Roof. You know? So let's see here where Mr. Cataract go counteract. Because I think we should call him counteract, not cataract. Something like that.
All right.
So that's him love though. But anyways, big up.
All right, respect. We link up, yeah. All right, so that was the great Teddy. So I'm gonna call about Mr. Cataract now. So Ian have to call back the other show because we only have 20 odd minutes, and we heard that Jason need to call in. So Cataract can have 10 minutes, same piece in 10 minutes, and then we get Jason on for the next final because it's going closer to 12 o'clock. A man's have to get up early tomorrow. So why every time I call this brother in on phone? Why not? And then, Carl, I get what you're saying, but remember, we can't wait until they make it to yes, good. No, we cannot add 1 hour, bro. We are already 11:30. Yeah, we'll just take the next 2 calls. Jason, you can call in, and when you're calling, he's gonna call in because that's one thing. Era's Day in Jamaica, okay, yes. I've learned that today, you know, because Jason told me that it was a holiday in Jamaica. Yeah. But that not make, but me and a euro, you know. So I'm not staying up for an extra hour. You get me? Them not get me to 150 likes. So when I go our extra hour, I already do 3 hours. You could listen to me, Ian. Next stream we can talk. We're gonna chop it up. Yes, remember what you say, and we just take it and chop it up from that point. All right? Yes. Why did it? No, the rule can't break. We're doing good. Which Jason? Okay, Jason go now. Okay, sorry, Jason. Sorry, Jason. All right. People zero. No, me I don't know people hero. All right. Them sell me out every week. You understand me? Yes. All right, let me call the one Jason now. Where Jason that's now? Oh, Jason may be busy. So we're gonna call back Cataract one more time and then we can take Jason call because the man that's boy I mean tell the man love in him feelings, yes man, and love hear him own voice, yes man. The right now the man love hear him phone ring. Say him there, I stand up and look at him phone and go like him important. More than nobody else. We are all we need national hero. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Let's see what Ian said. All right. Man, look at war. You know, love war. You see a holiday. You see a heroes there. Yeah, look war upon heroes there. All right. So that is enough from Cataract. I think he's seeking some attention, and we don't give man attention here. Yes. You see it? Love seek attention.
Yeah, Jerry.
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Cataract. You're calling the phone. We call you 4 or 5 times, but you have to answer on the 16th time for reasons I don't know.
Well, no, that's the tennis we have play at a dance, so we can't answer when we there at the music. But for going in the car, don't. Cause you gonna get blocked if you hear copyright or you hear music. That's what I'm saying to you. So once
So why
you
you calling in big shows like these when you are there dance? Why you doing those things?
Yeah, because I too so when I play and I don't play the whole night. You understand?
So is it
night.
night in Jamaica? Because it's like 12 o'clock now and we're 7 hours ahead. So or is it to be no early day in Jamaica like
it's a
evening?
holiday. It's a holiday. It's a holiday.
Mm-hmm.
So they have day and they have day events. You understand?
Okay,
Yeah,
so all day event you're going like yeah clash with people. And they come on YouTube in the event for clash with people. So what are you saying, sir? Because me I try to go my bed, you know, but them stuff will let you on, you know?
And a clash a party, man. A party, man.
So what kind of tune you play? Because the man them say when they have baby party, you know. You play gun tune, you know, for reasons I don't know.
We just don't play the buzz rhythm. Press trigger, me not press people button. And that rhythm me just don't play. How up for Teddy Lee. Teddy Lee. Press trigger, me not press people, but last night that me play.
So but you just said you're not playing certain music. And you say I press trigger, you press people button.
Yeah. At 90s, 80s, 90s, 2000, that's where I run. That I play the 90s now. Cause the early part of the party, the 90s, I play little Diwali, little ball. Yeah,
so Cataract, you look like you're not listening to what we're saying now. We just say you love war, so and then we literally say you play, a day party and I thought we press trigger. This is something wrong with it.
Yeah, the next sound of violate, man. Next level sound. Next level. They don't violate it, man. But if they flip up in the night, we just make him, don't. Make him a hero. And turn him in as hero. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So we travel after 10 minutes when you want to go, so we're close up.
So we can't start the chop because we don't want to chop up nothing because we don't want the Prime Minister ban the program because he said no chopping. You understand? That they want but Teddy Lee run like a wounded dog. Because they want you calling Teddy Lee.
No, the guy said he's not taking any call. Him not step on the call. That's how the man said. Because the man learn who he is.
Him coming like Stone Love. Stone Love will play with Cataract.
Something wrong with Cataract. The man just there said, tell me, say everything good. I want him to tell me this a juggler, early juggling. Name I tell me saying just a play press trigger and I press people button. So I don't know. That's one of the biggest gun shoes.
want the slippy. That one the slippy. That one the slippy.
So
That one the
wrong.
slippy.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I
man. So,
last time the player hand over the party. The next sound, you know. But we couldn't stand up when the music and let you get a copyright strike. So I have to come in at the
yeah, man. So why you do want to chop up now? Because we have a good amount of things.
Yeah, man.
I had a decent
First
show
of
set
all,
up, but they never give me a chance to talk, you know? So me just make it turn in a talking show. Or call in, you know? Yeah, because me don't want to talk about some of the players them where me they tell them, say, when the right players them come back, them now go play. And that is where we are going to judge to see if them do a good season or not. You understand me? And if they need to make a move. Because sometimes them truth, they need to be out there rather than the fabricated truth. You know? Understand me? We have to put it out there because some of them money get select based off not playing and people just say things. So we have to make sure we keep on the toes of talking the truth, you know, so people can know so some of them man not play them in a certain position. So our next youth will come up, like the same guys that where Ian talk about, could get a spot there if our next man not playing good enough. You understand? Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't have any problem with that. That you know, you have the truth is an offense, but not a crime. That's what Bob Marley said. So, speak the truth. You understand? So we don't have no problem with that. A couple of things I came football in matters. I'm gonna tell you already from where I get talking to that the most low the war thing. I just deal with the analytical and everything.
Okay,
right? So,
thank you very much. Thank you.
No, follow the party leader, but you always bring out the war.
You came here. No, I'm not bringing out the war. You say you have 10 minutes, and you on the phone 5 minutes, and win a year. Not what you say as yet.
So let's start with Teddy Lee. Unfortunately, Teddy Lee just brings out the warrior in me.
You just said it, you hear people warn you for not war, and you say I gotta stay analytical. Yeah, they leave to war.
I'm staying analytical. It's not that people forget Kemar Roof, but Teddy Lee, just watch football now, brother. That's all, man. Just watch football now. Because if you don't watch Rangers, you know that the man is injured. So we're gonna talk about an injured player. Just watch football. That's all. I don't understand Teddy Lee come as a football blogger and he don't watch football. He come as a Dewey and with a girl named Sugar Plum, June Plum blogger, and he don't know the people in life. Watch football. Kemar Roof is injured. Giovanni Brown is a former represented Jamaica at under 17 World Cup. Right? So the player has then developed himself. So it's not like him just a come now. He has been a Jamaican international at youth level, and we're now seeing where efforts are made to transition him into the senior team. And that would be around the fringes, because you are going to have matches where you can't get your top players or where players are injured. So that is my take on that. The other thing is that when you have players like that who are going on well in the League One, what happens, like happened with Ivan Toney, is one of the promotion chasing clubs grab them up. So if Peterborough don't get promotion to the championship next year, Johnson Clark Harris will go. Outside of that, you would have a club. I remember Ashley Fletcher, who was at Sunderland, eligible for Jamaica, but I don't think he's good enough. Right? 6'4" striker, kind of like Bosa, but if you're gonna miss so many chances, I don't think we need to import a footballer that miss chances, right? But Ashley Fletcher went to Watford in the Premier League because they need to bolster their squad in case like Ishmael Shah or one of them man they got injured. So I think what Ian Campbell was saying is that we don't want to make the mistake. Next thing you see, the Scottish Premier League is also a direct avenue from League One, because Scottish Premier League is about in the middle clubs about the championship level, right? You see the Rangers, which is the top club, and Celtic. The Rangers get what, 7-0 from Liverpool the other day. So it's not at a Premiership level, right? But I think Rangers, They have threatened to come into the Premier League, you know, but then them hold back them own because them, even though the money look nice, they don't want the kind of shellacking that they got in the Champions League to get that regular week in, week out. So players can move quickly from League One into the Scottish Premiership, quick and fast, right? And then next thing they're playing in the Europa League or they're playing in the Champions League, and they get spotted, and we wait until they reach the Premier League, at which point in time they start getting ambitions. Now, in League One, I am sure Ivan Toney never have no delusion about getting called up for England. None. But what League One is, persons have to understand, League One is where the Championship and the Premier League send out developmental players to get their first loan, season-long loan, right, to play with big men. Right? That's what they say if you go play with big man football in a League One. Right? League Two is a little bit more kick about, and they don't really send you far down as League Two, but League One you'll find it in. And then you also find more senior players who are on them retirement and a whole out. That's what you find in League One. So I wouldn't say he's better than Bozo. I don't think Ian Campbell was saying that, because certainly he hasn't proved himself at any top league, and Bozo has been at the top league. He's been at the Belgian top league, improved himself, and he's gone to Russia now. So that couldn't be the discussion that we're having. What we're saying is that Johnson Clark Harris and the coach should have a deep pool that he's able to select the player that fits his system. So don't let it be that him see a player that him like, and then that is the time now we have a run, go try get a passport for the player. Make the player them have them passport and ready and waiting. And the coach say, you know what? I need a 6'4" striker, or I need a small striker to play alongside Boza. And then we run, go get, then we can say, oh, Dane Scarlett from Tottenham. Yeah, man, he's 5'9". Yeah, man, I go and call him up, because he fits what I want to do. That's what we're saying. Just be proactive and be ready, so that the coach, there's no hitching when it comes to the coach. And if players are injured, as they do get injured, look how England had the deepest right back pool. Right now, England they're on Trent.
Maybe Trent, right? Maybe them have gone a big Trent to come and play. Even when him,
they're not. Him not going to call Trent. Him not. Gareth Southgate does not.
I could have nobody exists as a right back in England. Trent still not get called.
A two players now get called up to the World Cup as right back left. I can tell you this: Trent Alexander-Arnold and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. The two of them.
I think he will call Wan-Bissaka. He will call Wan-Bissaka over Trent, yeah. He may actually call Wan-Bissaka because he's going to defend him. I want to get him to try defend. Trent not try. You understand me? Him not trying. So hopefully next year him start.
Trent wants to be a winger. He doesn't want to be a right back. But what happened, because I think what happened to Trent, is Trent see that he can probably get a room thought he could get a room at right wing, and that the right back pool was too deep. But Trent not defending. No, nobody can answer that. The only man defending.
Which right wing you can pick Trent over? Be honest. Which right winger you can pick Trent over? Or who Trent?
I don't know.
Remember,
but man can have delusion. Man, listen. I believe Trent Alexander is one of those who regret taking the call up from England. I honestly believe he's one of those who regret it to the max. Because he would be a staple in the Jamaica side.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
Right? You know, some players have the regret. Because they can get the one and done.
He could have come and Jamaica and play a right winger. Maybe he would get him at a right winger to some extent, because he couldn't be a fullback just the same year. He would have gotten exposure just the same.
Except that the players in Concacaf don't play with that speed They don't play with that speed down the wing that I see. I don't. If you look at this,
Alphonso Davis playing in the league. Alphonso Davis players, you know. Pulisic them players, you know.
Yeah, but Alphonso Davis played on which wing?
Alphonso Davis played down the wing, Cataract. A winger him play for Canada.
Yeah, which wing?
Him
Left
play
wing
down
or
the
right
left
wing?
wing. Him's a left winger. Down Trent wing. Him a go be playing with Trent.
Okay, all right. Call one.
Him not escape.
Hold on. You might call one. Look at the 7 teams that were in the octagon. Tell me 7 left back.
Listen to me. Me can call 5 players where we tear up Trent and them all of them
5 left back in Concacaf.
Not left back.
Five left
No,
back
I'm not talking
Concacaf.
left. I'm not talking left back. I'm talking left wingers. Left
winger.
Yes.
And some people play with left wing backs. Right.
Okay, no,
so go ahead.
No, it has to be Alphonso Davis I gotta be number 1. Liam Bailey I gotta be number 2. Liam Bailey will tear him up
But
just the same.
Liam Bailey played on the same team. Liam Bailey playing on the same team. So
you said call 5 names. All right, me just try add Liam Bailey if you give him some credit. So Liam Bailey would have been in it, him ranking it. My boy the Bennett from Costa Rica, Joel Campbell will tear him up and still run past him at team age. Mexico, make a go for Mexico now because Mexico full of Pulisic. Who had just pull Pulisic and way full of speed. Pulisic full of speed. Brandon Harrison full of speed. Those are more than 5, you know. But let me give it 10. We're gonna go for 10. We'll go on Mexico team. No, we'll go for Mexico team because look, I can realize how much super play they in the Premier League in this. For Mexico, you have my boy there, the dribbler. What's his name again? With that spin. The one with that spin. My boy there, we're injured. No, but him will be coming back. That's a 2, and then over Alexis Vargas. Vega. A 1 that a 3. 4 players of a Mexico team you can count there, and that's 3 teams. Diego Lainez. Hold on, Diego Lainez. No man, Diego Lainez will tear up Trent, man. You know, see 5 people. They man tear up. They man tear up on Jamaica team.
We have to try. See, we can look at the comment section to see if people really abide where you are self.
So we
just calling the name of
Bochanan will tear up Trent. Trent not have a hope with Bochanan. So Bochanan a one for sure. Mirak just a call, JD just a call random people. Wow. I guess you see through your knowledge in football is not as high as mine. And me come here, come check them play myself, you know. Bochanan 100% will destroy Trent. Is not a question because him destroy everybody in the Concacaf. That's a fact. You can go and check for yourself. Cause look like you know watch another team. So it's a Bochanan, Alphonso Davis. That a 2 pan again team pan Canada team alone. Aronson literally a your team in a Leeds. I see I run past people in a Arsenal team. So you tell me that Aronson can't run past nobody. Aronson can't run past Trent, but him can run past all the Arsenal players them. That's the way I try to tell me. You see when I try to say, you see me I call name, so me I repeat back the name them. So I call 2 from Canada, and I call one from America so far. Pulisic can beat anybody in the Premier League on any day. So Pulisic has to be in it 100%. Jonathan Weah, he have a very, very good speed. He will beat Trent with ease.
Oh God Almighty!
So you are gonna say him cannot beat Trent?
No, you're just picking at straws now. You're just picking at straws now. Where they were at Pulisic, I would think would give you more.
No, but people agree with Aronson as well. People agree with Aronson as well. So we are talking about.
There is going to be a time when Leeds plays Liverpool, and we will see.
Yes, and him a go tear him up. Him a go tear him up. Me I tell you, I'm a tear up people when we consider as better defenders.
And Liverpool is going to play Chelsea, and we will see if Pulisic gets a game to see. So I don't. I'm just going to mark. I'm just going to mark the date of this conversation, and I'm going to wait for those two matches, and then you're not going to be able to come and say, "Huh, I'm a genius." I literally told you so.
Mirac, yes, you have 3 to 4 teams, but you only have 8 teams that you naturally compete with. Because you only have 3 spots in the World Cup qualifiers. Obviously, now you have an extended amount of spots because we're going to be hosting the World Cup on our shores. But that's just pretty much it. So, Mirac, if you have 4 teams that can whitewash Trent at right back.
So hold on. Let me ask you now. So Trent not going forward.
If he has to, no, he can't come forward. He can't come forward if he's gonna get pinned back. You watch Jamaica team Cataract, or you never watch football again?
Why would they? Hold on, let me ask you something. Operating on if he came to Jamaica, right? Just imagine. We just imagine for 1 second.
I can't go take more than 10 minutes. I go over 3 hours. I do 20 minutes already. I cannot go no more. Finish your point. I go down here, so.
We just imagine. It would be Leon Bailey at right wing and Trent at right back. And you are telling me that the opposing left-sided players just going to have all the freedom to come forward?
Of course.
They're not going to have any work.
You watch Liam Bailey play football and you watch Trent play football. Liam Bailey and Trent on the wing, not even Costa Rica them can't stop from coming forward. Are we at top, brother? You watch them when they play football? Maybe Jamaica could never even start both of them on the same wing. We are talking about? Brother, that is no input. That is no input. I think you actually watch them play football. Younger look on the name.
The accuracy of the crossing and the deep passing.
So where them go cross? They go cross from in them 18-yard box? Where them go cross from? In them 18-yard box? Because if the next 2 man them press down on them, where them go cross span? You think people, the man in my done Cataract, are intelligent people play football? Yeah? Liam Bailey and wish Trent and wish wing. And mash up wish Concacaf. Remember, you used to hide the Concacaf and me until I say it naga happen. They go roast Trent and Liam Bailey on the one wing. That na happen Cataract.
But so that will never happen because Trent done gone already, right? Which is why we come back to where I was, which is I am in favor. My number 1 selection would be for Jamaica to have a wing back would be Max Aarons, because I think he brings a balance in both defense and going forward. Right? He's still open. His cousin got capped. Hopefully them can make a top. But that's who I would like to see. And Kyle Walker-Peters. That's who I would like to see as the pool, along with Javian Brown. So that would be a nice pool of 3 right back. And you have Wes Harding if you want to be ultra defensive. You have Wes Harding if you want to just be ultra defensive. So you have a good pool of 4 players who play right.
Hold on, before you go anywhere, people. Trent, you see Cataract here talking? In England, some of them man even rate Trent as a defender overall. You get me? I'm talking about ex-players, people that have the highest badges, don't really rate the guy as a defender none at all. So when Cataract come in and act like he would have been lifesaver in the region, that's why I said he would have to play a right winger role. Maybe you would have to put him up against Liam Bailey for that position, or put Liam Bailey over the next side and play him there, and it could have worked. That's what Cataract should say. It could have worked. It could have worked. But him wouldn't be in a dominant fullback way. Dominant, no, Trent cannot be a dominant football in a world football, none at all. A dominant right back, him cannot. The man not defend.
Well, that
no, but you cuss me and I say me like you want to say me know me I talk about. But everybody else say the same thing.
I am just saying to you that football don't play in one direction.
Yes, but if you're not good in one direction and your team are really good either, you have limited chances to go up on the opposite end. You're going to get pinned back and then you're going to be a non-factor in the game, period. That is just facts. You cannot go forward. You never think so Leon Bailey good better than everybody in the Premier in the region. How much game you watch?
Leon Bailey holds on to the ball too much, right? But
Okay, so
look at
Jim
it.
hold on to the ball too long. Okay.
Hold on. Whoever the right back is, right, will be interplaying with Ravel Morrison in the midfield as a deep line playmaker, right? And would have to interplay with Leon Bailey and get on the page with him. But what I would want my right back to be is to be able to put the cross into the box for Antonio. That is what Michail Antonio has not gotten.
Where are you going to put the cross, Cataract? This is not Liverpool. Liverpool, you don't even Cataract. Me not for show you where Trent play when he play for Liverpool. Where them crosses they come from. You have to get him in a position. Trent is not a fast player. Him not beat nobody.
No.
You understand me? So him have to do individual things. Remember that's the difference, you know. Look, if you call Leon Bailey, where you think Leon Bailey can do individual thing? Diego Lainez, Pulisic, Alphonso David, Jonathan David, all of them play the way. My boy from Mexico as well. The whole of them can do individual brilliant things. Like them can beat one player before them put in the cross. Trent now beat nobody. So even though him have an incredible skill set of passing and crossing, him cannot get into the position to be so effective. Him have to do it from 90 yards out, which is almost close to impossible at times. You understand, man? That's the problem, Cataract. It'll just be a big kick away. Like,
So let me ask you, because the time is limited.
Yes.
Of the right backs who are eligible and available, right? Your Max Aarons, because you would have seen Max Aarons from Norwich last year in the Premier League. Kyle Walker-Peters, James Justin gone, so we're not even talking about him. So those are the two main ones. I don't know if you watch the Swiss League to know about Alan Origany, right? Who is the fastest thing on 2 foot, right? Which of those right backs you believe would be your choice or the coach's choice to go and say, all right, I'm going to recruit this right back?
All right. So I don't know. I don't know. You're excluding Trent, right? So we don't have the Trent argument.
Yeah, man, we're excluding Trent. We're excluding everybody who not available now. Right, the Trent argument was a nice footballing discussion. Okay, right, but that can't happen.
I think
so
you have to take two. You have to take two
possible.
right backs. You have to take right backs. You would have to take James Justin and Origini to bring here.
James Justin gone. James Justin gone. He played One Nation League. Captain gone.
Okay.
So I'm telling you have Kyle Walker-Peters.
I would put in Kyle Walker-Peters. I think he would have been a good player going forward and defending as well, because I saw him literally defending and drop back and feel comfortable to play as a centre back as well, because I saw him doing it in his team until his centre back can drop back, then he can fulfill himself back out and in his natural position, and that's against big team. Saw him did it against Manchester City. I think it was either Liverpool or Manchester City the other day. And I said, I like how this guy play, you know. So I would like to see those individuals that can not just defend, but go forward at lightning speed and put in crosses. Because you talk about delivery from Trent, this guy can deliver ball just the same, you know, but he can defend as well. So Walker-Peters, I would pick him.
He can deliver. I won't put him at the same level as Trent. What is nice about Walker?
Yeah, we never put him at the same level.
Hold on, I'm just saying, just for people, members of people are listening. I'm just saying, we wouldn't put him at the same level as Trent. I don't think that's what you're saying.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying, right? Because he can defend and he can deliver the ball, he would be a better option for Jamaica and the competition that we are going to be playing here, which is the Concacaf.
Right. And I would add one more thing to that, why I think that he should be the top target for the coach, is that he can play left back comfortably as well, because he played the entire second half of last season as left back for Southampton. So he can play either flank. So it makes him versatile.
Yeah, but yeah, I understand the versatility, but you don't need him at left back because you have so much left back there already playing. So you need a
Which
right
left back
backs,
we
you
have?
know? Huh?
Which left back? Which left back we
We
have?
now have Greg
Apart
Lee.
from Amari Bell.
We have Greg Lee and Amari Bell. Greg Lee will be out for maybe a month or two, but he will be back down.
Let me tell you something. I am not on this Greg Lee bandwagon either.
Yeah, but okay, all right.
I just say to you, when we're talking about stepping up to a level where we can qualify, make the World Cup, and have ambitions of coming out of the group stage, I don't think Greg Lee can take us there. I think Greg Lee can beat up some Concacaf team, do some nice headers.
Yeah, I understand.
Right?
So
you then on the left back, your main choice is Tyreek Mitchell from Crystal Palace. If you want a solid defender and a man who can go forward and deliver the occasional pass on the left, he's a solid defender. But Amari Bell is somebody who is underrated in Jamaica, but very rated in the championship. You know, Amari, if you look at it, if you can tell me, I don't think Amari Bell has been substituted in any game so far.
But remember, I was one come here and tell people say Shamar Bell better than Taxi, and people say me mad and all that sort of thing, and then me live to see the same people might tell me it right after the other day. So me not understand. So me no know why I make it look like me no know about Amar Bell. Me not always attract the player. You have people who me always track, you know. So me know. So the man that make them front page through the entire championship. So why everybody don't know that? Or at least everybody where watch English football know that, but. All you just need to just tell the people, maybe them never know, you know, and them just need to check. So you just tell them, Cataract, because sometimes people don't know.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying to you, that Amari Bell is never substituted for Luton Town. And what Luton Town came within 30 minutes of going into the Premier League. They came within 30 minutes of making the championship playoff. Right? So and that team came up from League One. So it would have been a historic rise again for Luton. But Amari Bell is a solid left back in the championship. He's well respected. If you look at the scouting report, he have good scouting report. The real problem was, and some people are just going to get upset about this. Right?
Yeah, but Cataract, remember, I close off, you know. So you need to go in a different story. We're going to chop it up tomorrow. No, me not time. Yeah, me have time tomorrow evening. We're going to do it tomorrow.
But I really want to just say that I don't think anybody is saying that the League One strikers are better than Bose or better than Corey Burke or better than this man. I don't know why people.
Yeah, but this is a good topic to talk about tomorrow, because why is it when we are talking about King, so how is it people putting King on a different level when King is in a very poor league? But yet still you cannot put the League One man on Shamar Nicholson's level. So who can evaluate King's ability, but who can evaluate the man coming from League One when League One is higher than the Jamaica Premier League? Oh, you work out that. Oh, that makes sense. That's where the conversation. Let we do that conversation tomorrow, because I think that is very much important, because that simply means I will take Ian's side. A League One player should not be exempt from playing for the national team, because Richard King and those guys can play. What kind of evaluation chip you have in Jamaica for you to evaluate teams that can't even cut it at the Caribbean level, and players that can't cut it at the Caribbean level, but yet still a man in the League One cannot get game because he's not good enough to play for Jamaica? That don't make no sense. You understand me? That don't make no sense at all. That don't make no sense. Yeah. So 1 + 1 = 3. Jason. All right, yeah, man, Cataract. So thanks for calling in, Big Boss. We have to chop it off here, so we have to make you say the final point, because remember at 12 o'clock I'm gonna want my woman beat me. You understand me? Because she tell me to pick me asleep, you know.
It's nice when they get beaten with draws. Yeah, so
so you're disgusting. You have nothing about you. Why somebody could beat me with a belt or beat with something? You have to tell people how people are beaten with jaws. Have respect, man, because you wouldn't try disrespect nobody else like that. But me I go deal with you one day. So just enjoy your life, big man, and I will talk to you next time. You have no respect for people. All right? Yes, this is this man's
Right.
day. All right, then, catch right. Me not have a short of my stream with you on it. All right? Yes, because you love pace on yourself on my channel. You can't
People big
yeah,
up for
yeah,
themselves.
yeah, man. Run him away. Yeah,
People big
man.
up
Yeah,
for
man. Go
themselves.
on, go on, go on, go on, go on, go on. You're too
Yeah,
feisty. You're feisty. Yo, shut him up. Cut him off my phone. Crosses, bo beat with jaws. Nothing, man. Nothing about him, you know. Nothing, you know. JD, wink if you get beat with. um, Jason, you see that brother, yeah? That's something I want him, but I'm sure him have too much. Him always, him have a little bad mind attitude to me. So him have to try for disrespect me anytime he get the chance. Me tell him say I'm a boxer, but me I tell you, I'm going to give him a whole heap of thumb point. I see him one day, say, man. And Warren, it look like people can't run with me much less to beat me. Boy, I better tell you. A son boy, they say, man. Yeah, man. So people. Jaden said, JD, I know. Yes, but listen to me, Jaden. The problem is you cannot use Liverpool's system. Or we cannot use Liverpool system to determine if Trent is that all-time great player, because Liverpool system does not use him as a right back. He's just holding the false position, and then he moves on in midfield to create there. So most of his creative spots are not inside the defensive areas. All right, but for Jamaica, he's not going to occupy those territories. All right, so that's all we're saying. You know. And next time we pull out the blackboard, show you, and try get some clips at the same time showing you to map out his runs, and then you're going to see for yourself. Remember Jamaica, this, you know. Jamaica not a top team in a Concacaf, you know. We have to be honest to ourselves, you know. We are on the borderline to become a top team, yes. But the top teams are America and United States and Panama and Costa Rica. Those are the top teams. We keep on acting like we're better than Panama and Costa Rica, but a lie we are tell people. All right? We have the ability to be better than those teams. But we always act like we are the better than Panama and Costa Rica in the region. But that's not true. You understand me? JD, look at that. Is Miracle. I don't know what, you know what, Trent is great, Miracle. Just take it. Just take it. I cannot read. I can understand what you're saying, but you don't want to hear what I'm saying. You just move from the next goalpost to the next goalpost. You understand me? We are a top team. Dan Kira, I don't think Jamaica is a top team in the region. I'm telling you the honest truth. Because now you put Canada in the mix, and Jamaica is not better than Canada. So Jamaica, never better than Costa Rica, never better than Panama from before, and definitely winner better than Canada. And then you still have Mexico and United States there. So we're in a top team then. Because of 8 teams, you know, and winner better than 5 of the team them in a Dan Kira. So Dan Kira, how you work out that then? If 5 teams we are not better than out of 8, how can we work out to say we are top team out of that then? How that makes, how we work out that logic? But one, because I know some people are spin doctor, you know. Oh, you can spin out of that. We have 8 teams and you're doing better than 5 of the teams them. So you're number 6. You're better than, you're a big team. So that means the entire 8 teams are big teams then. Jamaica is not a big team. Our ego are full way and a data whole way back at the same time. Because if we don't know where we stand, we don't know where to go. You understand me? So if we don't know how good we are, we don't know where to go. So if we tell ourselves so better than who we are, you know what we're gonna do? All right, all of the players them we have now, them good enough. We only need to keep them, and we need to train a little bit harder, and that'll be our downfall. Because that simply means we don't realize so we need a right back because we know brain and say them good enough. And we don't know so we need a midfielder defensive central because them good enough. We don't know so we need a left winger because them good enough. And they will fool ourselves, and then it comes to 2026 and then we can't do nothing because we don't identify what we level that we're truly at. We only are lie to ourselves. So realizing your position in life is always the first best thing. If you cannot do that, you cannot move on from that point. JD, not moving up a post. You say you want to see him play right back. So me give you okay, no problem. All right, I will do that. I will do that, big boss. Jamaica only have a big team in the Caribbean. According to the amount of teams in the Concacaf, I would say we are a big team. But I never talked about the rest of small teams them. I am talking about the top 8 teams them that participated, Dan Kira. We so what Dan Kira did, moved out everything and put back Jamaica in the whole context of the Concacaf and said Jamaica is a big team. When you only had 8 went into the octagonal and Jamaica was sixth, sixth because Costa Rica, Panama, United States, Mexico, and Canada was ahead of Jamaica, so Jamaica was 6th rank, and a good distance 6th ranked as well. They weren't close to challenge none of those teams. So and in previous in history, those 4 out of those 6 ranked team, which is Costa Rica, Panama, in Mexico, and United States, have always dominated the charts over the years. Jamaica don't have no good plus records against them, none whatsoever. So that is 4 teams that is better than Jamaica, period. In no matter how much statistics lie people are going to pull up and scams and corner to fool you, Jamaica is not better than them 4 teams historically and not now either. So if you're never better than them historically and you're not better than them now, how you better than them? Tell me. You understand me? In a logical sense, you don't better than them. JD, there are 41 teams in the CONCACAF, so teams at 6 would consider big. No, we're talking about big team. Big team. If you talk about positioning in football and you said world class, world class would have equate to the same big teams. All right, and if you're in the top 5 in a right back or a left back spot, nobody now consider as a world class player. So Jamaica is not the big team in that context. That's what we were talking about. You guys switch. Yo, me don't worry, guys. Because one thing, the truth, and we don't come close. Because we don't want to talk the truth. Oh, we're going to fix the problem if we don't know the problem. We're a big team. Make a reach 2026 if we not add a bag of player. Just watch. Make a reach 2026 with the same people. Them. JD, top system impact Trent and defending. Okay. First of all, you say we are in the top 8, and then you said we are not a top team. Dan Kira, you have 8 teams qualify for the octagonal. You cannot be 6 and consider yourself as a top team. You have to be in the qualification zone, at least top 4 for me to consider as a top team, because we have a region that is very, very poor. All right? It's very, very poor. The Concacaf region is very, very poor. I'm very sorry. Very, very poor. All right. So tell you what, if you change the context and say Jamaica is a top team, but one thing what we do now, we now go say a 51 right backs there in the world, and Jamaica rank in the top 8. You know, the right backs rank in the top 8, so I'm still at world class. You're gonna break it down and say in they are top 2 or top 3, so he's not world class. So why is it when you change it over to countries, because of Jamaica you talk about, you're gonna kind of chop it up, because you cannot argue the point of me saying that Jamaica is not better than these teams, none at all in a history, no way. Yeah. I want my love. I tell you, I'm done with them. I've realized what them do. They don't want the truth. They don't want the truth. But I'm trying to tell you that it impacts us and development if we cannot talk the truth. That is the whole point of the conversation. If we cannot talk the truth and know where we are, it impacts us, our growth. So we have to talk the truth. You cannot tell lies and oversell people and blow up their man of brains. And then we want to add people in the team. No, they are going to believe that they own the team and they need to be in the team every day. I'm telling you. JD, potentially Jamaica can be a better team, 100%. But we need to stop. We need to stop. We need to stop trying to tell ourselves we're a big team already. We need to figure out what team we are, and then we try to put the pieces them together. So that's what I'm trying to say. Jamaica is just bad. No, Jamaica is not just bad. We have the players them to be a good team. You get me? Under top team. but we just need to pick those players. But if we keep on saying we are a good team, we are a top team with the average players, then we're not gonna reach nowhere because the average players them are gonna have a bag of talk and say, I them playing the team. And you know, our culture stay already. Them are gonna get figure in our team. Even when we have world class players. And that me I try to tell you no. You no understand what me I try to say no. And JD, we not even get to chop up the games. No, it done, Drea. I saw the man in mash up with stream always. US, Mexico, Canada, youngsters are more developed than ours. All right. Flavor Max, the protection shield for Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey name in the title. What about him? We have actually talked good about Leon Bailey today. So that's the whole story. So you can't come and fight Mr. Flavor Max. But we are done, guys, at this point. So we never get to do our show because we took one call and it got taken away. But Jason, come on, man. Yo, Johnny will start Jason, man. Yo, Jason, I want murder, man.
Yo, me know you close off, right? But before you close off, me just want to make a suggestion to all of the people that championing recruiting players out of the diaspora. I think a part of the reason why you guys get a big fight sometimes in these chats is I think we spend too much energy talking about the players that are almost having their passports or on the way to getting their passports. And I think all it does really is give fuel to the folks that don't really want people from that diaspora to represent us. And the reason why I say that is because we hear about a lot of players going through the process, and then when the time comes for the teams to be picked, they're not in the squad. And regardless of how much you tell people that they're not in the squad because they don't have documents or they don't have this or they don't have that, they are going to be led to believe that those people just don't want to come and play. So my 2 cents on the matter is continue the work behind the scenes, and when it is official and they can be picked, then you beat everybody who has the strength to pick them or the power to pick them to pick those players. But until then, it is no point bringing them up every time we talk about potential squads and things of that nature, because I don't think everybody knows the inner workings and understands where in the process they are, and it can just come off like the players just don't want to come.
And that's directly to Cataract, because I didn't do it.
That is to anyone. That is to anyone
that's directly to
who
Cataract.
has the ties.
Yeah, man, smoke
not
Cataract
necessarily
there.
to Cataract.
Okay,
I know you want to burn out Cataract, but it's really towards anyone who has those links. Everybody who follows these blogs and follows Jamaica's thing knows who I would be talking about. The Ian Campbells of the world, the Cataracts of the world, the Devon Porters of the world. I love the work that they do, and I love that they try to contact players and see if they are interested. But my suggestion to them would be to keep all of that stuff under the quiet. Keep all that stuff under the quiet until they actually have their passports, and then you actually have ammunition to when you're talking about them to say, "Yo, this is unfair. How are they not picked?" Because if you just keep bringing them up, it's gonna look like they just don't want to get their documents, because we've been talking about some of these players for more than a year and they still don't have documents. So, I just feel like, again, I don't want to downplay the work they do. I think it's important, but I just feel like sometimes, we maybe jump the gun with some of the players, especially if we know the process is a long process. Let's withhold the names until they're actually ready to be picked.
Yeah, man.
Because at the end of the day, by the time they come, it's gonna look like, boy, look how long we're trying to get them, and look when them just come. You understand? So, we want to be more inclusive, but at the same time, you have to understand not everybody is going to have that same inclusive mentality. So we have to make sure that when we bring up these players, they are in fact available and can play. Because Cataract was just saying, who is available for right backs, and he was naming players that don't have documents yet. So I think that is a part of the reason why we keep getting in these fights.
All right, I'm definitely ban Cataract from the show. No problem. That can solve everything, you know. All right, so big boss, call in earlier, man. Me know you there work, man, but call in earlier, man. Cause I'm tired. Me, I bother my drop out, you know, brother.
Nah, man, do you think me just through that conversation did go on with Ian and Teddy and Cataract, me just did want to put my 2 cents as far as I feel like, you know, I'm obviously on the side of getting more players or the best players we can get. I don't care where they come from, where they're born, as long as they can play for Jamaica legitimately, I will have them if they're good enough.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we need to stop pulling out and pushing out these names, even if they have just said, yes, I want to play for Jamaica. It would make more sense if we start to bring up the names when they actually have the ability to play for us. That's all I'm saying.
All right, and respect. Guys, me see your next call coming in. We can't take no more call, guys. We have to finish here at 3.5 hours. We cannot take no more calls, guys. All right. So just see you in the next one, guys, and take care because my family kind of having some problem. All right. Yes, so I can't extend the show, guys. We'll talk tomorrow, yeah?